This podcast is for mature audiences only. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed are the speakers only and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of their employer. We are Undomesticated.
What's up, you bunch of bitches? The stupid thing he has to do.
This is so fucking gay, I tell you. What's the deal, Squeegee? It's your boy, Big Daddy Rybread, coming at you from the Undomesticated podcast studio, the Lot Lizard, the Desert Lizard, your favorite drunk uncle, and today we got a very special episode, and I'm not going to introduce the manscaping maniac, Angelo, first, because to my right, I got an old-time, good old town friend, a good old boy, little MTV personality, I guess C-list celebrity? D-list celebrity?
Wow, here I was thinking we were friends.
Wow. Well, we can't call you an A-list because there's only one A-list in this fucking room, baby.
Me.
Moi.
I work with A-list.
Big facts. My good old boy JG from MTV, baby. What's up, baby?
What's going on, boys?
What's
First of all,
the
that
deal?
was the most interesting intro I have
liked it?
ever seen in my life. I love that.
See? Thank you.
That was
Before we
fantastic.
recorded, I said Ryan's gonna do his weird thing.
So, Jay, since we have some type of person who does podcasts and does TV and does radio on, I guess, more frequently than me and Angelo, who had the better intro?
Oh, God, I hate to do this, man.
Do it.
Angelo,
You can do it. I don't care.
I got to give it to him.
But he has all the audio. I have nothing.
But I
just
don't
me.
care about the fact he had nothing scripted and he rambled off like a 47-second thing.
He does that every day.
Yeah,
With
but
the energy that was
It's
incredible.
every day. It's every day. All right, whatever.
what happens
whatever,
is, Ange, what he's trying to say is
Whatever.
that...
Just so everybody knows, before we continue, the best episode we had, best viewing, best sharing, best everything, partook without Ryan here. So thank you everybody for last week. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Nick, for coming on and completely letting everybody know that Ryan is not needed here. Thank you.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I had a set of tits and a hairy vagina like Julie, you know, maybe in reading off tarot cards, I guarantee you I get those types of things
Whatever,
too.
dude.
This is going to be a fun one, isn't
Must
it?
be nice.
Let's
Must be real
not
nice.
talk about me.
You know what? You know what that just shows? That just shows that you need fucking hairy gooch and hairy armpits and a girl reading
She
tarot
shaved.
cards.
She shaved before she came. We had this talk.
I don't trust her.
I missed a
I don't
lot.
buy
This
it.
is about James. This isn't about me.
No, this is great. I am going to Dr. Phil this right now, and you two just keep going. This is fantastic. I like everything about this.
Speaking of Dr. Phil, we'll get to that in a second. Jay, tell if people don't know actually what you are, who you are, what you've done. Why don't you give a little bit of a rundown?
Yeah, absolutely. As he said, my name is JG. I am from the Bronx, born and raised right next door to these two idiots.
Hootie hoot, bitches.
Love it. Never thought I'd leave there.
See, you could get out of the Bronx if you tried.
We all did.
Right.
We all did.
We all did.
Mama.
It's fantastic.
Joe's son, he made it.
Yeah, I was able to get out of the Bronx. I got on the Real World Explosion on MTV. After that,
What year was that? You remember?
I was 25 years old, so it was
About
11
10
years ago.
Yeah, okay. So from Real World
shit.
Explosion.
Was that
Yeah,
long ago?
11 years ago, I did Real World Explosion. And then 2 years after that, I got on the first challenge, Battle of the X's 2. And then from there, everything went downhill. No,
Well,
I'm
you
kidding.
were
Then
on
I did
Catfish.
Sequester. I did Sequester. Then I did Sequester All Stars, which is a derivative of Big Brother. And then I did, and I had an appearance on Catfish.
But I thought Big Brother was for fat people.
No.
Why would Big Brother be
idiot.
for
Oh,
fat
that World's
people?
Biggest Loser.
No, you idiot.
Yes, no, that's the Biggest Loser. The Biggest,
Biggest
Loser's for
Loser.
fat.
Oh, Biggest
I
Loser.
hate you.
I don't know. I was
You and
thinking,
Ryan would have did great on it about 6 months ago. Ryan was 482
oh,
pounds.
dude, you was gross.
And then he started doing some weird steroid thing, and it
yeah,
ate all his
steroids.
fat.
I heard that helps. I did hear that helps, yeah.
The weird steroid stuff. What's it called?
Love it. I love
Fucking-
it. It's been so long since I have hung out with either of you. This is spectacular. I'm in. I'm sold already.
This is like chicken soup for the butthole. You know what I mean? It's good for you. So Battle of the X's. You actually had to have an X to go on that, right?
That is correct.
Are you
Yes.
still friends with your ex?
No.
Good for you.
So
Smart
when you were
man.
on, hold on, before you, let's go to the first thing he was on, Battle of the Explosions.
Battle of the
Battle of the Explosions now.
What a
Is that what it was
fucking
called?
moron.
Real World Explosions.
Real World Battle of the Explosions.
Come on,
Listen,
man.
I'm a little retarded. Prior to going on that show, you had no idea that they were bringing in X's, right? Like that was legit.
So that was a
Listen,
natural
I
reaction?
work in the movie
Yeah,
industry.
yeah.
I work in the movie industry. I know a lot of shit is fake. But I know
I
a
get
lot
you.
of shit is also real.
That is correct. And reality TV is real.
Yes.
You get it?
Yes. Real world.
Yes, no, straight up. I had no idea. So the way they get around that is we did 6 months worth of interviews, and it was a 6-month long process.
Wow.
So they knew everything about me. They called my family. They called my friends.
Get out of here. MTV? Who the fuck do you think they are?
Dude, they call everyone that you know. Every week it was like, give us 3 people's phone numbers that we can talk to. And they ask them a million questions. Then the following week, they're like, all right, give us 3 of your family members. And they talk to them the same million questions. Then they're like, we want to talk to your neighbors. I had to knock on my neighbor's door and be like, hey,
I'm going to be on this TV show.
Yeah, so like, do you mind telling them that I'm not an asshole? Like, I don't know what they want from you know what I mean?
Do they do like full background checks on you, like social media?
Full-blown background check. I have to do a psych exam.
So how
I
about
have to do a full blood panel, a physical, like the whole
I
nine.
guess for like, God forbid if you get caught.
So you know what kind of sucks?
Yeah, probably.
Like, obviously, she was your ex. You make it. You're like, yo, I'm on TV. She did absolutely nothing to get there other than date you. Think about that.
But that is America as we speak,
that's-
bro.
That is the definition of what this country is now.
My wife. She
Look at
gets
this-
everything that she did not do.
Right. Look at this
You know,
man.
she didn't earn the house. I'm not talking bad about my wife. My wife's great.
your
But
woman
you know what I'm
talking.
saying? Like, that's how women get it.
But that's what it is. Like, look at this man busting his ass for the last 6 months and
Let's
and
give
fucking
everything to-
and grinding and struggling, and now he finally made it. But you know what? Let's give it to the girl with the set of tits and then very decent ass. You know what I mean? Fuck him. Because I remember your reaction on that, and I was like, in my head, I was like, I fucking know my boy James. And when you were like, what?
That was legit. That was 100%
I
real.
was like,
100% real, bro.
that's terrible.
The Real World was the same format
And when she was like,
for its
"Hey,
entire existence.
you."
The same format for its entire existence. The first opportunity that I get to be on TV, what does the Real World do? Change their entire format.
Was
Just
it
to
fun
fuck
though,
me.
dude? Was it fun being on?
Oh, it's amazing.
Like, you still keep in contact with all of them and stuff?
I
or-
do still talk to a couple of them, actually, yeah. I ended up doing Battle of the X's 2, the challenge, with Tom, who was on my
yeah.
Real World season. I do talk to Corey every once in a while. I mean, he's super famous now. He's on Teen Mom, and he's done 37 challenges. And
Wow.
Are you still
That
like
dude does
legally
everything.
signed to MTV? Like, is your luck? Because people have told
As
me.
of right now, I am, because I just redid a
Yeah.
season.
But I
So-
heard like when you fucking get on those shows, like
Oh, they own
you
your
sign
life.
your life away.
They
That's
own
it.
your life, 100%.
Well, they also make it. You know what I mean? Like they.
But
So it's a catch-22.
Right, and I would have nothing without it. You know what I mean? That's the same. Did I enjoy it? 100%. You know how many doors it opened for me?
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
It's
you know how many
incredible.
girls probably tried to, how many girls, honestly, I
yeah,
know,
yeah.
listen, hold on. Hold on.
Are you
First
with
off,
anybody right
I
now?
am.
First
Yes.
off, I was
he's
gonna say,
with someone
I
right
was
now.
gonna say-
Shut up, Brian.
I was gonna say, I know you are happily with somebody. So
Correct.
obviously now we're all mature adults and we know how to say no. We're men, okay? We're not children and teen boys.
Relationship.
When you
Current
were
relationship.
JGMTV single, living your best life on these shows, how many girls slid into your DM?
Oh, if you're just talking about sliding into the DM, I couldn't even count.
Okay, how many girls slid into the DM with the intro of a titty pic or an ass pic? Like, oh, hey, what's up?
It would take me days to count that high.
Okay, now I'm going to escalate this question. How many asses did you slay because
I knew he was going to be the one to go
that's
there.
where I was going.
I know you were going there, but I knew he was the one that had to do it.
James's
No, it's the
lady.
alley-oop.
No
It's the
disrespect to
alley-oop.
James's current lady.
Right.
I know he spoke highly of you before we even put
Sure
the
did.
headsets on, and he made sure we would not be disrespectful, but it's me and Ryan.
Yeah.
So the first
Yeah.
chance they got.
No, we're not trying to be
Blood in the
disrespectful.
water.
It's just, dude, these are questions that need to be answered. No one
Right.
talks about them.
And like, cause like as dudes, right?
I
we're always
want to
like,
be on TV so I could experience this.
exactly. Like as dudes, we're always like, man, if I was on this show, like, you imagine how much like fucking ass I must get? Like The Bachelor, right? Like those Bachelor shows. Like these dudes, these girls are fucking fiending over these
Imagine
dudes.
being
and-
Justin Bieber and going into any gas station and seeing a girl and go, I'm going to take that down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like he said, C-list over here, so I don't have it like that.
No, but you were on MTV. MTV at that time was the hottest thing.
That is true. It
Jersey
is true.
Shore-esque and stuff like that.
All that shit.
Yeah.
Like
Correct.
they changed reality TV.
Absolutely. And dude, the DMs were insane. And it's weird because I went to bars and clubs with you guys.
Right, right.
Like,
Well,
my
I'm
whole
going to
life.
talk. I'm going to
You know
talk
what,
about
though?
one of the times we went together. But
Oh yeah, we did all of that. But then after TV, going to a bar and you see like all the girls like pointing and
Yeah.
my friends be like, yo, they're pointing at you, they're pointing at you. I'm like, all right, well, is she cute or no? No, and I'm like, all right, then go that way.
But you
Like,
know
get
what,
out
though?
of my way.
You know what? You were kind of a fucking piece of shit because I want to bring you back to earth a
Time
little
out.
bit.
Before we
Wow,
get
this
crazy here,
escalated quick.
James was always a good-looking dude. He was pulling girls well before the
way
show.
beforehand.
Like, he didn't
100%.
need the show to pull girls.
Right,
Let
like,
me
and
be
I
serious.
appreciate
James is a
that.
good-looking dude.
100%.
Smooth talker. Did not need the show to pull girls.
More than happy taking a
I
sloppy
just
seconds.
feel like
More than happy.
I just feel like this just
It
escalated.
amplified. It amplified.
But hold
By a
on,
lot.
hold on though. Here's why he's a fucking piece of shit. Let me give my
dying
theory
for-
out.
yeah, I want this one.
We ain't getting across this. So, like I said, James, like we would go into a club or a bar or just any type of social gathering, right? And then girls, and a group of girls. Even if he didn't want to fucking slay and he was with his boys,
Could have passed him off to his
fucking
friends.
slide him over, bro.
Oh my God.
That
Listen,
would be like Diddy,
that
bro.
is all I did.
Right,
That
but
is
like-
all I did was pass everybody
I was
off.
a good
Oh
boy. I
my
don't know what you're talking
God.
about. But I would have been like, she
Oh,
doesn't.
I'm the piece of shit.
She
You're the
doesn't,
good boy.
she doesn't
somehow?
meet
How did
my
this transpire?
I'd be like, she doesn't meet my fucking dime of a dime. So you know what? I guess I can give my scraps to my boys, the bottom feeders, the fucking turtles of the entourage. I'm here for it.
The turtles
I'll be
of
for
the
it. You know what I mean?
entourage.
So-
I'm just saying.
I always did that.
They should have been a group message with daily fucking nudes being sent to you.
Guys, have your pick. We
Yeah.
can hang out with them.
Who do we want? Where do we want to go? What state do we want to go to? Ba, 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 ba. But no, here you are, fucking piece of shit, coming on our show. Not even fucking. I'm still not over it. Clear. This is why I want to go on
Clearly
the
you're
show.
not still
This is
over
why I
it.
want to show. All right, now that I mentioned that, you can get the fuck out of here. No.
So
The truth comes
I
out.
have two incidences with James. Both involved
Two
fights.
incidences.
Two incidences. I'm
What is it?
retarded.
Him
What
and
is it?
words aren't good.
Two fights. Two fights.
Of course.
Do you remember any of these, James? I know this many beers ago.
Probably. I believe there was one in White Plains.
There was one in White Plains.
I remember
and then
that
Halloween.
one. Yo, yeah, you got my nose broken. Okay, hold on. Time out.
Which one you want to talk about first?
No.
Which one do you want to talk about first?
That's right. You got my damn nose broke. I sat down and my nose was pouring blood. And then I looked at someone and this girl looked at me and was like, oh. And I went,
Guess
what?
what,
And my nose
motherfucker?
was this way. So on the challenge, I had a problem with going
Breathing?
underwater. I have a problem going underwater. I have to hold my nose to go underwater.
Ever since that incident?
Ever since my nose got broke that day, I ended up falling in the water on X's 2 on the challenge from the punching bag thing, and my nose broke again. Just
Surprise,
because of how
motherfucker.
bad it got broke from that day. So now anytime like there's any pressure when I hit the water or something, my nose just separates. It doesn't break, it separates. And I just have to pop it back in. And that is all because of you.
No,
That is all
wasn't
because of
me.
you.
That
know,
was
yes,
because
it
of
was.
Phil.
You know who the real piece of shit is now, James. Now I'm thinking about it.
Oh my
I was a
God.
great
Why
friend
did I
that
come
night. I
on
was
this?
a great friend that night. What are you talking about?
You got our fucking C-list celebrities nose
Seriously.
broke.
Time out. Phil did.
You know how much that cost me in the challenge?
that's not
I'll tell
surprising.
you exactly how that happened.
He is right. It was
Halloween.
Phil's fault. It
It was
was.
Halloween.
Why does Phil always get into fucking fights?
I was dressed as a nun.
Shocker.
He was a trans. No, boy,
I was Tron.
The
movie Tron. I was dressed as the guy from the movie
Yes, he was the guy
Tron.
from moved up. Phil was Super Mario or Luigi. Phil got into a fight with the bouncer. I helped Phil. So I'm fighting the bouncer.
Phil got in a fight with a bouncer?
Yes,
Yeah.
Phil got leveled. Phil got
Phil-
leveled.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
those-
He has
Yeah.
such a I love him to death, but he has such a Napoleon complex.
Dude, he was out. Dude, he was out cold on the. It was a golf course. He's in the middle of this sleeping, and the bouncer's hitting him. I run up, I hit the bouncer. I tell the bouncer, I'm like,
That's
hey,
still hitting him while he's
yeah,
fucking.
yeah. So I
yeah,
hit
he
the
was
bouncer.
fucked up.
I get the bouncer in a headlock. I'm like, hey, dude, I'm gonna let you go. Don't be a bitch. Don't hit me. I let him go. He goes to hit me. My girl, dressed as Little Red Riding Hood, stabs him in the eye with her high heel.
I love her. Who's that? I need a
Yeah.
number. So why'd you say my girl? Like it
At
wasn't.
the time, she was my girl.
Oh, you just said my wife.
At the time, we weren't married.
I got you. Okay.
All hell breaks loose. Nick is dressed as a priest. Nick falls. Nick isn't even in the fight. Breaks his whole face. Hits a curb.
Surprised he
falls
didn't break
'cause
his
he was
hand
drunk.
falling.
James, who has nothing to do with this fight, all he is there is by guilt by association. He was standing there, and I remember specifically what this bouncer looked like. You remember the big blonde
Yeah.
hair? He
Oh,
looked
yeah,
like
yeah.
a big Russian from every bad movie.
Yes, exactly.
James is sitting there and doing nothing. Turns around and just cripples James' face.
That was
No
it.
reason. Dude, I come running over, and I'll never forget because the ambulance came because Phil and Nick, and he's sitting there with a broken nose, and he comes in, look what you did to my nose. Had nothing to do with me.
I was
Had
like,
nothing to do
this
with
is
me.
ridiculous.
Halloween
These
party.
of course they won. I turned around and this dude just clean, cold clocked me. I wasn't looking. The most blind side I've ever got in my life, and my nose
Just for being an
shattered.
acquaintance.
My nose shattered.
What's more embarrassing, that if you're a security guard bouncer getting beat up by a nun, like a dude in a nun's fucking outfit, or
He got beat up by Little Red Riding Hood,
Or-
a nun, a priest.
or Nick Rage fucking
Nick Rage looked the worst out of everybody.
destroying his face because he's a retard.
Everybody brawled. Nick looked the worst out of everybody. 'Cause
And
he
Nick
was,
always does though.
he was running, fell, hit his face on the curb, and that was it. He was out of the fight. He was out of the fight. Never got to raise his hand.
He never got to the fighting part.
Oh my
But
god.
the ambulance came for him and Phil.
Yeah.
Phil got beat up pretty bad.
Well, not for nothing. Phil kind of deserves it. Sorry.
Well, no. All right, I don't want to waste too much time on this. But
Oh,
Phil,
this is fantastic.
We
This
weren't
is
even
such a blast from the past.
drinking yet. Phil went outside to make a phone call.
So he's sober.
Phil's sober. Here, this is why it's
This
fucked
makes
up.
it even worse,
No,
dude.
it's not Phil's dude.
like you're not
I used to
helping
yell
his
at Phil
case.
all the time for starting. This is the first time like me and him looked eye to eye, and I was like, it's not his fault. He went outside to take a phone call. Sober. I think it was expensive to get in there.
It
It was
was
like
very,
$300 to
it
fucking
was
get in
very
person.
expensive.
Phil went outside to make a phone call, went back in and tripped over like a ledge. And they're like, you're too drunk. He's like, I'm too drunk.
Oh, that's
Phil
right.
and him started getting into an argument. You actually are the reason I ran out to fight. I had no idea what this was going on. I'm inside with Dana and a couple other people. He comes running over and goes, dude, the bouncers are fucking, they dragged Phil into a closet.
Yes.
Dude, they picked Phil up because Phil's like, dude, give me my fucking money back. They dragged Phil into a closet and beat him up. Like 4 guys.
Yeah.
Phil gets out of the closet, starts fighting, and then he tells me, they're beating up Phil. So I ran out to help Phil. So you started this.
Wow.
What a turn of events.
First off, you just watched fucking our boy get fucking
No,
cold cloth and get.
so here's the thing.
They
I
were
was letting
carrying
him.
him like
No,
a
no,
little kid.
time out. I was letting him
You
get
let
this
him
out
get
first.
BBC'd?
I'm letting him get his thing out first. Here's the thing. I could happily jump in with 4 bouncers versus Phil.
But I'm
what's
a
going to happen?
celebrity.
No, I wasn't a celebrity at the time. But the 2 of us are going to get yoked up by those bouncers. Why do that when I have 7 of my friends that are 10 feet away? Grab all 7. Let's all go there and fuck these guys up.
But it didn't happen that way because Nick fucking destroyed
Well, it
his
didn't
face.
happen that way because Nick never made it to the fight. Dana decided to try and kill this guy by stabbing him in the eyeball. Like,
Dana's currently still in jail for attempted
and
murder.
I did. When you had one bouncer in a headlock, someone else was coming after you, and that was how I ended up by
With
you
a broken
guys.
nose?
Because I went and tackled them, so they didn't get you while you were being helpless. You had this guy in a headlock
I
on the
wasn't
floor.
helpless. I had him.
Yeah, but you were helpless to the guy that was about to stomp your fucking head
Yes,
in.
okay.
So I tackled him, and then when I got up, and he just kind of stayed to the side, and I was like, all right, we're all good here. I turned this way, and that's when I just got cracked.
So that same bouncer was crying. Because
Fuck
Phil
him.
broke his finger. I'll never forget it. Because same guy that hit you. And I'll tell you why. Because I bumped into this guy again after that.
We did have this conversation. You did.
Phil broke the guy's finger while they were carrying him out. Phil was throwing kicks, broke the guy's finger. The guy speaks like Russian, right? The guy speaks
This people like this.
The fight's already done. I'm beaten. Everybody's bloody. And he comes up. His finger's fucking sideways. He goes, he broke up my finger. He broke up my finger. You know, the guy's finger's this way.
It's like an L.
I bump into this guy again at Nikki's Beer Garden. He was bouncing there. And I looked at him. I said, do you fucking remember me? He's like, what? I was like, my buddy broke your finger. Big fucking thing. Ended up being a cool fucking dude. I got into a fight at Nikki's Beer Garden. He had my back.
Bing bang.
That bouncer had my back.
That's called karma, baby.
It is. But let's just clarify that he fought that night, then got into a fight this night. Now he wants to refer to another fight that we had in White Plains. So
All right, again,
I feel like
James
there's
is
one
the
common
cause of
denominator
another
here.
fight in White Plains. Do you want to hear this one? Ready? It was, I remember it was you, I think Christian, Mario, and I brought my buddy Al and Angelo.
Andra, yeah. Yep.
We're leaving. We're
Okay.
leaving the bar. A girl goes up to him. Hey, can I get a
Bing
picture?
bang.
You say yes. She had a boyfriend who did not like this.
Correct. All right. So this is my fault
He's
again.
getting, the boyfriend's getting violent, and she's
Yeah,
trying
he's
to take.
jealous. He's insecure. Duh.
Yes, and
I
that's
remember
exactly what it
He's
was.
from MTV.
I remember
right.
specifically what happened. He was taking a picture with her. The boyfriend went to get up like violently. Andrew pushed him down in the
Yes,
booth. And
shoved
said,
him right back
and goes,
down. I do
don't
remember
fucking try
Make
nothing.
you so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
push him. Don't fucking try nothing.
Yeah.
The guy stands up aggressively. My boy Al, who's a very big boy, cripples
Al.
him.
Do I know-
You
I
don't know. One shots this dude, and here's where I was a scumbag. I specifically remember I held him, and I was throwing knees in his face.
That a boy.
No, he went limp, and I held him.
You definitely gave him CTE.
No, he went limp, and I sat there and I held him. I could have stopped, but I chose not to. But I remember when I dropped him, Mario, Christian, everybody started playing soccer with him.
Yeah.
And
I'm
again,
not,
this is all
I'm
your
not
fault.
even going to say
This
what
is
I did
all
from
your-
that part because I don't want to
No, you
incriminate
didn't do
myself.
nothing.
on
We
there,
protected
so-
you, dude. We were your bodyguards that night.
Exactly.
The
That-
guy was
that
going to harm
technically
you.
is true.
We were hired that night.
Yeah.
That guy was going to harm you.
That's true friendship
But again,
right
you
there.
see how it all stems from James?
Yeah. So it's basically you're trouble. That's
he's
all I'm getting.
Apparently, it's
You
all
never
my fault
fucking
again.
you never fucking
Got your
plead to the
friends
steam.
laid.
You never P. Diddy steamed any of your fucking, scraps to us that would be like dimes in our eyes, but you never P. Diddy steamed us. You never always got us into fucking fights. Like, what the fuck?
I'm a horrible human being.
You never brought the fucking lot lizard on MTV. Like, honestly, like, I don't even know.
Ryan, you wouldn't make it on TMZ.
Why would
they would fire him, right?
Well, first all they would have to do is do like a 5-minute like background
check and you're
check on me.
Yeah, you're toast.
100%. You know how many dicks of mine they would see? Like, you know how many dick pictures they would see out there in the world? Like if they do a background check?
Imagine if I had any out there, I'd be fucked.
You have no dick pics?
No, I never took one in my life. God,
Well,
right
because
hand to
you know what?
God.
Because when the phone cameras started coming out, you started.
It was right. Instagram wasn't a thing when I got on TV
Yeah,
originally.
it was MySpace.
It just
Like,
became a thing.
You never sent like a girlfriend at the time.
So I never did, and this is good. I want to say it's weird, but it's not gonna be weird because like this is our friend group. We know our friend group, but you guys know my family. Like you know my father. You both know my father very well.
How's your brother doing?
When I got off TV, my dad looked at me and goes, "Please tell me that dick pics are not gonna be popping up all over Google." And I was like, Dad, I can happily say you do not have to worry about that. And he was like, thank fucking God. I just don't want to see your dick all over the internet.
That's the best.
My dad is awesome. I love my father.
So it's funny because you were coming up when the whole camera phones, that was like a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Like, you never even like made like a porno, like a sub video with your girl? No.
I never wanted to take that chance because I was afraid that it would get out there and something would happen with it.
I just didn't want people to see my small dick.
Well, that's a different story. I'm not.
Like, if I had a hammer, I would have sent millions of dick pics. I got a average-sized dick, dude. Like, they're going to see it and go, I know. I sent one dick pic in my entire life.
Really?
I sent dick pics to my wife as like a joke. Like, me and her.
Look at this little fucking thing.
Yeah.
Can't you wait to come home to this little
I
happy?
sent one dick pic in my entire life, and I drew a smiley face on it, on my dickhead. And I only sent my dickhead.
Oh,
I got great nudes from it because I sent that.
Yeah, of course. Because that's sympathy nudes. Listen, nudes are
It
nudes.
worked.
Nudes are
It
nudes.
was only the head. You couldn't tell how big or small.
But you can tell by the head sometimes. Listen, you can tell.
I'm gonna say yes on that.
You can tell by the head.
No, my head's like normal, dude. Listen, I don't got like a spaghetti string here, dude.
I understand.
I'm just
I don't know.
not
It's
lengthy.
weird because now I'm picturing you with a dick. It's weird. A little dick.
You don't picture me
Picturing you with a little dick.
You picture me with a little dick?
Now I am, yeah.
Why? Like prior to that, you just pictured me having a hammer, right?
No, I just didn't picture your dick at all.
Oh. I was like, because people, I'm assuming people think I got a big dick.
You're so excited, so you thought
I got a big dick energy, right?
There's only one
do.
person who
You do.
we could honestly really call to get that assumption, and I don't want to even mention her name because she.
You're not calling my wife.
What? I would want to call. That's weird. Hey, can we talk about Angelo's dick for a minute? Just like, don't ever fucking. You know what? Don't ever come to my house ever again. I don't want you around.
You're banned from my house.
What's wrong with you?
So speaking of dicks.
I was gonna do it. I was gonna get to it. I'm gonna segue
All right,
to
go
it.
ahead, you do it.
Are we simpatico right now? Super simpatico? We're gonna do it.
I think we just had the same thought process.
Sure did.
Go ahead.
Oh my God.
I just told Vice choice.
So,
Oh, God.
So JGMTV. Hey yo. There's a thing in this world that I have
We're not
dubbed,
thinking the same thing, but you go ahead.
that I have dubbed and I've trademarked, and it's a thing. And Angelo doesn't think it's a thing, but it's a thing. What's your B to P ratio? And you're gonna be like, what the fuck is a B to P ratio?
What the fuck is a B to P ratio?
All right,
Explain,
so,
Ryan.
Jay, what's your bro to penis ratio?
I watched you guys have this conversation before.
Okay.
This is a thing.
It's a
He-
thing.
he
And
will
you
not let
yelled at
this
each
happen.
other because one of you said you've never seen your friend's dick.
What do you think? Listen,
No,
between-
everyone on the planet has seen your dick.
Yeah,
I get
but,
it.
but out of me and Angel, who do you think that's never seen any of their boys' dicks, which I still call bullshit
I've
on?
seen like one or two of my boys' dick.
I'm gonna say yeah, it would be him obviously.
Right. So your B to P ratio, out of all your
not a
boys, how many of their penises have you
I
seen?
mean, let's get real. On like a, how do you, what's I don't
Even
know
if
the
it's
politically.
accidentally seen.
I don't know the politically correct term here.
If you're dogging a girl or if you're
Listen, no, I don't even need the explanations. I don't know how to be politically correct without getting yelled at by half the world here. But on a non-homophobic, non-gay
It's
level,
not
whatever
gay
you
to
want
see
to
your
call it,
friend's
I've
dicks.
probably seen almost every one of my friends' dicks.
Thank you.
So
What's
it
the
is a
thing?
thing.
At some point or another, like
Whether
say-
they're
what-
changing,
you never
you're
went
drunk.
camping and like you all pick a tree and you pee.
Why are you gay?
What?
Time out.
This isn't a thing. Like
No,
Hold
no,
on,
hold on.
time
You
out.
just
I
changed all.
see a tree. No, not a tree. Wait, time out.
Hold on.
No,
So
like,
I say a lot of
Oh,
gay
here we
Go away
go.
from me, buddy.
Here
Hold on,
we go.
hold on.
Now you open up a whole new doorway.
I fucked that one up.
I say a lot
No,
of
you
gay
don't
things.
circle jerk around a tree. That's not what I meant.
Well, hold on. We're gonna dive into this now. Okay?
Ryan like see his friends at bachelor parties. I seen mine like drunken.
Yeah.
And they,
Locker
they
rooms,
run
like,
out
play
home
sports.
naked.
Well, but that's where I'm going. Like I play sports with. I play hockey with them.
You just made me visualize. Who was it?
I know.
Ben Stiller. And
I visualized it too, and it was terrible.
Something about Mary?
Yeah, when they walk into like that's what I just pictured you being a part of.
So like,
I'm saying, like I've gone camping with 20 of my friends. We go every year. We go to Durham. You know every one of them that's there.
Was the
you
camping
get
ground
drunk, and
Brokeback
I'm just
Mountain?
peeing on a tree, and then the girls and the guys just walk by, and you're like, oh, hey, I'm peeing on a tree, and then someone else is peeing over there, and then you walk by, and you're like,
Was
oh, he's
the name
peeing
of
on
this
a tree.
camp Brokeback Mountain?
No. Thank God.
Nice. Hold the fuck on. Hold on. So when we've asked many people this, right? They're when they say they have and they given in their reasons. Oh, I played sports in the locker room.
No one ever said, well, we circle jerk around the tree.
Like I was in a fraternity and I had sex with this girl. My boy was having sex with some girl in the same room and whatever, blah 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 blah. So like these like normal that makes sense answers, right? What the fuck did you say?
How does my answer not make sense?
I'm gonna tell you.
Now
You're peeing on a tree and people walk by.
No, you just said you and your boys circle around.
No,
the
I
tree.
did not say that. Rewind. I did not say that.
He did not say
That's
that.
what I heard.
And once you guys,
I'm speaking my truth.
Once I saw the two of your faces
Light up.
connect, and I was like, I now know what they're both thinking. What I said definitely came out wrong.
First off,
That is not how it went.
you and your boys
but I love
circle
this.
around the
I
tree.
love this. Right.
This
is great.
No.
You know that someone's gonna cut and edit this, and that's the only clip that's gonna be
No.
on Instagram forever, right? Yeah, it's gonna be
Nailed
this
it.
fucking guy. Jesus
No.
Christ.
So what I envision is you're the guy when you go into a public bathroom, you do the peek.
Oh, you
Get
the
the
peeker?
fuck out of
Are
here.
you the peeker?
How does it go to that? I'm done
You're
with
the
this.
peeker.
That's it.
You know
I'm
what?
the
That makes
peeker.
sense.
I'm not the peeker.
So you and your boys, when you circle around the tree, you guys go. Do you
Holding
guys
hands and
do,
pee in sync.
do you hold his? He holds yours, and you know what I mean?
No, stop. All right, no, we're going too far. This has gone too far, right?
We've already gone too
This
far.
has gone too
I don't know.
far.
Anything's
Oh my
possible now.
What I was going to ask, that wasn't even where we didn't link minds.
That was
Okay.
actually spectacular.
There were no cameras in the bathrooms and shit, were there? Like when you guys showered and stuff, or
On the shows?
Yeah.
So real world, the shower doors are clear, but have like that ice or that fog, whatever you want to call it, for like this. The bottom half, like from here down is clear, from here up is clear. So it's like there's no cameras in the shower, but you can pretty much see everything anyway.
so all those people have seen you naked at some point, like the people who
Yes.
edit the film.
Yes. Oh
So
yeah, without a
there
doubt.
is
You want to
dick
talk about
pictures
like
of you somewhere.
So technically yes, and
You
that's
know
the
I'm in the
thing.
business.
Let
I'm gonna
one
get
of
these
those-
videos.
Let
I'm
one
gonna
of
talk to
those show
people.
up and the lawsuit that. Oh
Oh,
God,
really?
please
There's
do
like
it.
whole things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
You
course.
can't air that. So
that's
if
like
if it got leaked, it's literally because someone behind the scenes took a screenshot or took a clip of something
Right.
that they weren't
That's
allowed
federal,
to
dude.
There's a
and put it
guy-
out there.
this
That's
guy
federal.
who
That's
lives
heavy.
up
Yeah,
here,
that's heavy.
he does
I
all
hope
the-
if my dick pic comes out, it's because of that.
There's a guy
Yeah.
up here who does all
Rich.
the editing for MTV and everything. He's good friends with my cousin.
Let's not mention his name because I want to get
I want to
JG.
get James. Really,
Yeah.
I want to get him a lot of money.
Yeah.
We're gonna get
I'll
these
split it.
filmed.
Listen, I'll split it. I'll cut you guys in.
So you split the money. You never split your fucking scraps with us. You're gonna split the money.
Yeah,
I don't trust him.
I guess
I'm an adult now.
Where I was going with this, other than like the cameras in the bathroom, was there anything you guys could do that wasn't recorded, or everything was fucking recorded?
Everything is recorded. There are camera people on you 24/7, but on top of that, there are cameras in every corner of every room. There are microphones in every spot. There's microphone like on the bed frame. That way, like when you take your stuff off and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to bed now, and then you go under the covers and you start whispering sweet nothings and trying to have sex and do like sneaky shit. The mics pick it up, and then the lights turn on, the cameramen run in, and they're like, you're not sleeping because we can fucking hear you.
Really? Is
What?
that it?
And you're like, oh, okay.
So there
never
was
mind.
like that. Well, that's where I was in a lead to.
So, like, if you're in your bed-
there was no one that was like sleeping with each other without it being known. Like it was a public thing. If
Correct.
People slept with each other. No
100%.
one was like, "Yo, we're gonna fucking sneak off and."
That's correct. And I'll give you a crazy example of all of it anyway. There are no cameras allowed in the bathroom, right? It's illegal in every fucking state.
Yeah, what if you take a shit? You
can't
gonna get
do
that
that.
on camera?
That's what I'm saying. There's no cameras in the bathrooms. However, people started going into the bathroom to have sex because there was no cameras there to try and get away with shit.
Makes sense.
So what did they do?
They put cameras
We
in there.
came in the next day and there was a gigantic hole in the roof of the bathroom, like the ceiling of the bathroom, a gigantic hole. And they were like, we will never film you in that bathroom, but if you try and do some sneaky shit again, we have a ladder right there and we will jump right over and film you having sex. You are not getting away with this. They want everything on camera,
So you
everything
guys
on
couldn't
air.
even- You couldn't even jerk off.
That's what I was gonna
Like,
get
without
to.
them knowing.
So like, here's
You
what
know
I was gonna get
do
to,
you know
dude.
the
Like, you would
first
have to do,
time
like,
you do
sneaky-
after that long of not, Whew.
You
Oh
had
my
to, like,
God,
do sneaky,
ropes.
It was
like,
insane.
even if, like,
It was
you're, like,
insane.
to do sneaky strokes. Like
So, hey,
that
you're
would be
speaking-
so hard.
you're
Though,
speaking my
knowing
world.
someone's watching.
So
you
you speaking my love language.
You
right now,
never
man.
sneaky stroked one
So
while you were
there's
there.
ways to do it. On the challenge, there's ways to do it. I don't know what I'm going to get in trouble and not in trouble for saying and all this other shit, but I don't really care. People have had sex on the challenge, and you can see it. They'll hang sheets at bunk beds.
Like
so
prison
they'll
rules.
put
Prison
sheets.
rules.
Yes, exactly. And guys
so hot.
would jerk off under there. Like girls would have sex with guys. Like all that nine, the whole nine.
All right, so here's-
and there are no longer bunk beds in the challenge houses
Because of this.
So I'm assuming it's because of that.
So here's two things I'm thinking about. Like, so let's just say it was on the challenge, right? So after a long day of shooting, you know, you're busting your ass, you're tired, right? You get back to your room, you take a nice shower, and you're in bed for the night, and like, you know, on those kinds of days, you earned yourself a good fucking stroke. You know what I mean? Like right before bed. So I could see myself being the creep on the show. Like you can see like the covers like fucking.
You know, there would be a video compilation
Yes,
of Ryan
yes,
every night. Night one.
Oh, yeah.
In a different
Nice
t-shirt.
That's gonna be the joke of the fucking show. Like, oh, Ryan put in work today, bro. You know he's gonna get a good stroke in. You know he's gonna get a good stroke in tonight.
How long do you think he's gonna last
Yeah,
tonight?
but you're in the room with other people. That's what's like weird.
You think that
That
would
is
fucking
true.
Like
stop
he
me?
didn't have his own room.
That
you think
is
that would
true.
stop me? And if I busted my ass and I earned myself a good stroke, I'm getting my strokes in.
See, that's why me and you wouldn't be able to be on
No.
the same show because I would kill you.
But it'd be good
If I'm
TV.
trying to sleep and I just hear,
You know what's kind of gay though?
and I just hear this, and then I look over and
sneaky
Ryan's
strokes.
looking right at me,
Sneaky strokes.
and Ryan's looking right at me, I'm gonna have to kill him.
Well, first off,
I'm
it's
gonna have to
sneaky strokes. It's sneaky strokes.
That
That's
is
first off.
true.
You know what's even weirder though? You choking me out while I have a heart on. You know what I mean?
You're
That's-
right.
That was
You're
a
right.
thing.
I
That
have
wasn't
to
like
let
a
him
thing
finish.
for a while.
now-
I have to let him finish. He might be into that.
Right, because now it looks like Angelo's getting me off. You know what I mean?
Look at
And
the
they'll
way he
cut,
finished
they'll
and
cut
then
and
go
edit
in.
it. They'll
Right.
cut and edit. Be choking Ryan while
Yeah.
he's doing.
Well, look at these
Oh
two
my
weirdos.
God.
And I make a point of it. It's still stroking my as I'm passing out. Just,
He would drag that on and be
Yeah.
like, "Thank you, Angelo. Thank you."
Yes.
yeah,
You know, maybe Ryan is made for TV.
I am.
I actually think that might be a thing.
I always consider myself like the real life living Puck. Remember Puck from like Real
I
World
do.
1?
Yeah.
So back to Real World and Road Rules. I
Yeah, let's
honestly
get off
miss
this topic,
the old.
please.
I miss the OG Real World and Road Rules. Like Real World was Real World, and Road Rules was like in a Winnebago. Road
Yeah,
Rules.
yeah,
He
yeah.
wasn't in Road Rules.
No, I'm saying I
Oh,
miss.
you're just comparing the show.
I miss
Yeah,
the
I wasn't
old.
in Road Rules.
No.
But I miss like the old like that. Like
Era?
when MTV like the TRL MTV era with the Real World
Back when
and
they
Road
played
Rules.
music videos
Yeah.
on MTV.
That was groundbreaking shit. First off,
Hell yeah, it was.
you know what it was. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
the realism of that was fucking great. Now, like I can't even keep up with all these MTV shows. But you said you were on a segment of I watch Catfish all the time, and I love you to death. I never seen you on Catfish before in my life.
I didn't get catfished. I wasn't doing the catfish. It was just
You're
an
like the helping
appearance.
guy.
Yeah, exactly.
With Neve?
Oh.
Yes.
I never. Which
So
episode is that? I gotta
something,
find
I
it.
don't even know. Something came up. Someone was catfish. It was basically like someone was catfishing someone, and this was while my season was airing. So while either the
So
Real
you were
World or
hot
the
on
Challenge
MTV.
was airing, I was
Yeah.
a topic of conversation.
But yeah, you were the good-looking dude of the show. Like you
I
were,
appreciate
you,
that.
You were, dude. You were the fucking.
appreciate that.
The pretty boy of the show.
pretty
You were
boy.
the underdog, right? Like you.
Yeah, absolutely, and I
were-
appreciate that. But someone was catfishing someone, and in the process of them looking into this person that was doing the catfishing, they came across my Instagram profile, and it had MTV in the logo. So they were like, "Hold on!" Instead of just going past it like they did with everything else, they're like, "Wait, this is an MTV guy. Like, let's see what this is." And apparently, this person had messaged me from like 9 different accounts trying to catfish me, but I never bit. But then they were friending me on other platforms and trying to like find out, like get more information about me.
So they used
then
you for information.
They called me and were like, "Yo, just so you know, there's gonna be a phone call in like 2 seconds, and it's gonna be from Neve." And I'm like, "Get the what? Like, what the hell is happening?" And then this dude Neve really called me and was like, "Yo, I got a question." And I'm like, "Holy shit, what is happening?" And then they ran through this whole thing with me, and I'm sitting there on my phone, and they're like, "Go through your DMs, go to this name, go to that name. Do you have conversations with them? Did you ever send them money? Did you do this?" And I'm just like, "Wow, this is crazy." And they're like, "All right, you got to help us get to the bottom of this." And I'm like, "Let's go. I'm a private investigator now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm in. Let's do it. I'm vested." I was like, "I need to find out what
You're
happened
not a
here."
private investigator. You're an informant.
You're a rat.
Shit.
I don't know nothing. If you were like, I would have so much more respect for you. Like, I don't know nothing.
No bullshit. I don't know. I want to get to the bottom of it.
Because
Hell yeah, someone's catfishing someone else and they tried to catfish me at one point. I want to know what the fuck is going down.
here's the real question: how hairy is Neve in real life?
I never met him in real life.
I thought you just said...
No, I never met him. He called me.
Called him. It was a...
That was it. It was a couple...
we got to figure this out, and then he flew out.
It was no. It was just a couple phone calls, and I helped him just get some information and figure things out.
What did the swamp rat look like?
And then I never watched the episode, so I guess we'll have to watch that together one day, guys.
I want to get into the challenge. All those fucking the challenges, the actual show, the challenges, you have no idea about them prior. Like that you get hit on the spot. Like there's no talk of it prior.
Nope, there's not. Like you're saying while we're there, like what the challenge is gonna be.
Yeah.
The daily challenge. No, basically what happens is at whatever time it is, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, they're like, all right, lights out. Your wake up call is 4:30 a.m. And then everyone's like, what the fuck? Like this sucks. It's already 11 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock now. Like it sucks. But you wake up at 4:30 and they tell you whether or not you have to bring your compressions. The compressions means there's going to be water involved.
Yeah.
So if they're just like, all right, everyone get dressed. You have, half an hour to get dressed, an hour to get dressed. That's it. You're like, okay, so there's no water, thank God. Or they tell you to bring your compressions, and that's when you find out that there's going to be water involved. And you literally drive there, and then you do however long it takes. As you're getting there, you start seeing a challenge flag, and you're like, everyone's like, there it is. What are we doing? And you're looking to see if there's a crane that's got something in the air, if there's cars on the street, like if there's ropes hanging, like you have no idea. So now it is
a surprise in the morning.
100%. And here's the worst part about it.
I didn't think it was this like...
Because the whole time you're driving and you see the flags and someone's like, yo, there's ropes. You're dangling from ropes. And there's a platform over there. You're going to do this. We're guessing. Like, oh, well, we're going to have to climb from one rope to the next and then answer a question. And if you get it wrong, we're all throwing guesses on what it's going to be. No matter how long we stand in front of that contraption and discuss with each other what it is.
You're wrong every time.
We are wrong every fucking time.
Wow.
When TJ finally walks out and is like, all right, this is what you got to do. We're like, oh yeah. How the fuck? What?
So that guy always makes good, he always explains the rules really well. Is that he definitely doesn't do that on the first take, right?
No.
There's a couple of those.
Ryan
did that perfect intro.
That was perfect.
But
that was
one take only.
No, absolutely.
I feel like no one else does that.
So, I will kudos to you on that. And that's why I said his intro was better. And again, no disrespect, but
he's better.
His mouth just kept going. And it was good. I was zoned in. I'm like, holy shit, this is actually pretty good. It was spot on. I enjoyed it. He's very good. TJ Lavin is an amazing host, dude. Amazing host.
He's a good looking dude, too.
Very good. Yeah, he's a legend.
Streamy.
He is a legend. Huge.
What?
No, I'm kidding. No, I didn't.
We beat around a tree one time.
Well, the bathrooms.
Yeah. No, he's a great host. Hands down, great host. But yeah, I mean, obviously there's 21 of us, 22, 24 of us. Us just getting one explanation from him isn't going to help. There's so many idiots in this world that don't understand. And like you sit there and you're like, it's so simple. It's 2 + 2. And they're like, duh, but it's... So the producers will come out and they will explain. And you can ask questions. And when they answer your questions, like someone else will ask a question and they'll be like, all right, does everyone understand? Are we good? Yes? Okay. And then TJ will come right back out and be like, all right, here are the teams. You guys start. And the horn goes off and you're like, oh God.
You guys don't get chance stretch or...
Not really, no.
Yeah, I would think you would want to, there should be an hour where all right, you guys know what you're going to do now. Get a good stretch in.
Imagine, yeah.
They want to throw you into the fire.
That's exactly what it is.
They're not going to prep you. That's what I'm asking.
Well, I'm just saying,
if they prep you, it makes no
sense.
Fine,
before we tell the rules and what the fuck you're doing.
Go get a trial run.
No. Before you get the rules and tell you what you do, when you guys are still trying to figure out what the fuck it is, and you guys always say you're wrong. All right, let's get some stretches in real quick. Let's warm up, and then we'll get.
Well, you could while the other person's going.
That's what I was going to say. We try and stretch while they're explaining rules. But we don't get a period where they're like, all right, guys, you have an hour. Run some laps. Warm your body up. They don't do any of that.
What about food? You guys have chefs? Or
So this is probably the worst situation for me having to do with the challenge. The worst part of it is the food. The food is catered. However, it's catered from whatever neighborhood you're living in whatever country you're in. So I was in Cape Town, South Africa. Gorgeous place. The food from a local catering place, I'm going to tell you, was not so good.
What was it?
So it was the same 6 things every day. They came out in the trays, but for breakfast, they do an English breakfast, which I never knew was a thing.
Ew,
but
they
bring you powdered eggs, which are basically soup. They bring you beans, which I'm like, I'm not eating beans with my powdered soup eggs.
Right.
Yeah. It's just disgusting. And then they have fake bacon. It's a different.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's Yeah, I know exactly.
It's just not
like
good.
paper in the weirdest way.
Exactly. That's actually a great way to explain it.
Yeah.
It's very weird.
It's paper. It's like paper.
And then they bring you out a tray of oatmeal. And I love oatmeal. I'm an oatmeal guy. It fills you up. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be good for the hour of what we have to do.
Yeah.
We would take the tray of oatmeal, turn the whole thing upside down, and it would just stay.
Oh,
no, it didn't even plop. It stayed in the tray.
See,
and we would shake it, and like it became a game where every day we'd be like, let's see how long it'll take before the oatmeal comes out.
So like, did the camera guys and anything talk to you guys, or like they were under strict? They couldn't.
No, we're not. Yeah, we are not allowed to talk to them. They're considered moving furniture.
Interesting.
But if you went to talk to one of them, would they answer?
No.
Really? Because that's what I heard. But what did they eat? Because I'm sure they ate regular food.
They had the catering stuff, but they also had the availability to go to the stores and order food and do whatever else they wanted.
They didn't have like a craft service and shit like that where they go get coffees that were just on set.
Well, they had everything there, but they could send PAs out to go get food, or they'd order food and stuff like that. But we didn't have that luxury because we can't leave the house.
Note to self: never take a job doing one of these. Copy.
So
if you're a producer, if you're a cameraman, they ate better. They ate
course.
better. They had
at the end of the day, when you guys are back in the house, they're going out to eat. And
right,
drink.
exactly.
Right.
Don't forget, they're working. They're not 24/7 like we are.
Right.
So we have 2 camera crews with us for 8 hours. After 8 hours, they leave and go stay in the hotel that they're in. So they're getting food there. They're going in the pool. They're going to the beach.
It was only 8 hours a day?
No, per crew.
Per crew.
Like the 2 crews would be out there for 8 hours. When their shift was up, the next 2 crews would come in for 8 hours.
How long were you?
So they had lives. They were producers and camera people and sound people that were local. So they would go home.
Okay.
They would go home and then
Makes
just
sense.
come back like, oh, you have to be in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Okay, cool. I'll see you tomorrow. And then come
Hang out with my
back.
kids
So they
and come
had
back.
normal lives. We were locked in that house.
How long was I would say like a challenge, like a shoot, like how long were you out doing obstacles and stuff like per day on average? 3 hours, 2 hours.
Yeah, I love it. This is a question that I get asked a lot because everyone's always like, oh, it's beautiful. You have such a great time. Like you got to see this, you got to see that.
Burning in the sun.
We wake up at 4:30 in the morning. You have a half an hour to eat your fucking boxed oatmeal that's disgusting, right? And then they rush you out of the house. When they rush you out of the house, you get into a van with no air conditioning in Cape Town, South Africa, which is 100 degrees every day, and you drive 2 to 3 to sometimes 4 hours, depending on if we needed to go to water.
Oh my God.
The closest like lake that they could rent or get us to use was 4 hours away. So imagine getting in a van.
Why would they just relocate
Because
you?
it's all about money, dude. They're saving money.
Right.
I work in the industry. If they could save $5 here, they're going to do it.
So for 4 hours, we're in a van. There's 20 of us stuffed in a van with granola bars and like potato chips. And they'll stop and you go to the gas station to pee. And then you get back in and the rest of the ride there. You get there. It's hurry up and wait. Then it's, all right, here's your lunch, right? Here's a burger. It's been sitting out in the sun for the 4 hours that we were here setting up and you guys were driving. So it's disgusting now. But here's your 4 hours worth of food. Like,
my God.
Here it is.
Oh
you
my
eat
God.
you scomp your burger down because you're starving.
This sounds more mentally challenging.
That's the point of
100%.
it. It's not supposed to be easy.
It's not, and it's done. I want
But
to say
they don't
it's done on
portray it that way.
purpose.
They try to make it seem like the actual physical challenge is the hard part.
No.
No, it's everything leading up to it.
Yes.
Because then even that, like,
They break you down before you get
right.
there.
And then you have to do the intro, and then you find out the rules, and then they're like, all right, now you're gonna run for 8 hours. That first challenge, everyone, if people who know me, this season just started airing. On Wednesday was the first 2 episodes of All Stars 4. The first challenge was an up and down. It was basically, as Brandon described, doing suicides uphill. And it was it was about 4 to 5 hours of running in 100-degree weather.
I'm cramping just thinking about it. I'm
back
cramping.
and forth, right? So now remember, we woke up at 4:30, left at 5:30. We had 4 hours in the car. Then you compete for, you have to wait an hour before you can compete. You eat. Then you have to do this and run up and down in the heat for 4 hours. Then you have to do like the exits where you're like, all right, this is the team that won. This is the team
all out of
that
fucking
lost.
breath, just
You're
standing there.
done. Now it's 8 o'clock at night, and they're like, all right, we have a 4-hour drive back home. So now you have your 4-hour drive back home. By the time you're
Everybody
home,
smells like shit.
yeah,
Dude,
dude,
what
still
the
dying,
hell?
dying. So everyone's like, we gotta shower, but I'm starving, but I'm so excited we won. Now it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you finally lay down, and you're like, God, I just want to go to sleep.
You know
And
what? I wouldn't even want to be having sex because I'd be so fucking tired and disgusted.
then they come
from
knocking on the
everybody.
door at 2:30 in the morning. They're like, all right, guys, your wake up call is 5 a.m. And you're like, it's 2 o'clock. I am exhausted. So you wake up at 5 a.m. You do the same thing over again, just a different challenge.
Oh my God.
And you get home, And then you go, and then they make you go to the bar, and you go to the bar, and at that point you're having fun because you're drinking.
Yeah.
But now you're drunk. You come home at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, "All right,
Wake
guys,
up at 4.
wake up call is at 6 a.m." And you're like, "Fuck, why do I keep doing this to myself?"
See, you know, the problem is I would get really drunk at the bar and I'd like blow my lid off and like.
Yes, and I tried so hard not to drink on
And
this
I'm like,
season
these fucking
specifically for that.
motherfuckers, blah, 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 blah,
I-
fuck you.
My
This
bronze
is fucking
temper. I'm like,
yeah.
I gotta control it. I need to be like
Yeah.
political with these people and
Yeah,
like
yeah,
make
yeah.
sure everything is good.
You gotta
'Cause I
have
get-
drinks, but not too many, but not too little. You just gotta
wanna
find that
loosen
meat.
up
You
to
gotta
where you
find
can
that.
talk to people
like
and have a
you're fun.
conversation with
Yeah,
someone.
yeah.
But then it's like they say one stupid thing, and I'm like, get the fuck out of my face before
Right.
I crush your
Smack the
teeth.
shit out of you. Yeah.
Right, exactly. And then it's like, I can't do that.
Then you're the bad guy.
Because then the next morning they're all like, "Oh, let's vote Jay home. Let's vote Jay to go in."
So I was gonna say, in regards to voting, do you think it's like not scripted, or do you think it's a political thing, or it's a legit like, or do you have any concerns about the voting?
The voting's the worst part.
Okay.
The voting is the worst part as far as like gameplay goes. Because think about it. If it's the three of us here and we have to vote somebody off, what's going to happen? As soon as I vote for you, you're like, okay, if I come back,
I'm
if I come back,
for you.
I'm coming
gunning-
for you.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
now my target. So you're creating an enemy right off the get, no matter what. Then it's the fact of
So it's a
he's
strategy,
Like, he's
too.
like, well, Jay, we grew up next door to each other. We live, which we did. We lived next
Yeah,
door to each
yeah,
other
yeah.
for a long time. He's
Yeah.
like, well, look,
Yeah,
I've
but
known you
James,
longer,
but
bro.
I know you know him longer, but I could help you win the challenge. Look at him. You think he has more stamina than me? Like, look.
First off,
you
two
don't.
things.
You think he's stronger than me? Jay?
Watch this,
I
Jay.
can help you win this
Jay,
next challenge.
Listen, Jay, this is how you're gonna do this. You ready?
Look, hold on. Let's get shit about one of us off. Hold on.
Two things. You ready? One, look at the fucking flawless intro that I did, right? Flawless, like fucking fatality style, right? Smooth operator. Two, Ange, what do you have like when you need to run up a hill? Like what do you need?
Stamina.
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 Okay.
James.
That's
so
a
here.
retard. But that's what I'm trying to say.
James,
So just think about
That's
that.
cool. That's
I
cool.
lift things
right?
up and
Right?
put them
James,
down.
James,
No
James.
brains.
James. No, we need to know who
No
you're gonna
brains.
vote for. So
No
cool.
brains.
He had a cool intro, right? He has a cool intro.
Yeah.
I'm not the brightest person in the tool shed, right?
Not the brightest person in
you hear
the
this?
show. What does that even mean?
Exactly. So you hear this, right? That's cool. But we do physical challenges here. We do physical challenges here. And if we want to talk numbers and how he had a better intro, I had a better episode without him.
Episode?
Episode without him. I can help. So think about this, James. Think about this in your mindset. I can help you win challenges physically, right? Endurance, all that.
Hopefully it's not a reading challenge.
And now you could also outsmart me to get me out later. Him,
You sound useless.
he is useless in every aspect.
Useless. You sound useless. First off, what if the challenge had to be like read a Hooked on Phonics book?
I could read. I'm not dumb. I just have a fucking. You have a lisp. I have a fucking pronouncing problem.
It was fantastic.
Who are you voting for, James?
This is spectacular.
And James, and you know I can protect you.
Listen,
We've done it before.
First off,
We've
James,
done it before,
first
James.
off-
So when someone else on the show gets real mad, gets drunk, what's Ryan gonna do?
Angelo's aggressive
Ryan's
attitude.
gonna do nothing.
Angelo's aggressive attitude would get you kicked off the first 5 minutes of the
No, it
fucking
wouldn't.
interview. Once that sun
I
hits you and
protect
there's
my
no air
little baby
conditioning.
Jay. I'll protect him.
Once that sun hits and there's no air conditioning, you're gonna get Angel Luch and he's gonna smack the driver. Tell him to go home. You guys are gonna get kicked off before you even hit challenge number one. Whereas me,
Yo, you vote me out. That's fucked up. You know what's the problem? I get voted out. I'm gonna be furious. I'm
then
gonna
you're
run
gonna
at
fight everyone.
everybody.
right.
I'm gonna run at the host. I'm gonna go fuck you.
There's an
Especially
episode.
if I'm the first. Time out. Fuck that. If I'm like the fourth person out, right? I dealt with the heat. I dealt with everybody.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, all right, dude, I'm here. Like I'm good. I finally fucking. And
You
then
acclimated.
kicked me out.
Right.
After I dealt.
Imagine
after I
being the
put
first
all
one
that
out.
up.
Imagine being the first one out.
The first one out, I'm cool with. You know what? You want to
no.
kick
It's
me out?
most embarrassing
I know it's
thing.
embarrassing, but guess what?
You really
I didn't
suck.
waste 4 weeks doing all these challenges. Haha, I did one and I'm out.
Yeah, but how you're the
Imagine
worst of all
putting your
these.
blood, sweat, and soul and dealing with that heat for weeks just to get out. Then it's like, all right, now someone got to
And you know what
die.
you remind me of? There's an episode of, I think it's like Hell's Kitchen, where Gordon Ramsay has like,
Oh,
you ever
love
s-
Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, you ever see like when all the chefs are like up on like in Gordon Ramsay's
trial
trying to make a
room. Yeah,
decision,
dude, yeah.
trying to vote somebody out,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
There's this one guy, I think he's from like actually like Brooklyn or Queens. It's an old episode, and Gordon wasn't even gonna vote him off, but he was like just critiquing his dish for something, and he was like, I ain't no bitch. I'll fuck
I
you
know
up.
what you're talking about.
And he's like, whoa,
I know what you're
I'm not
talking
no
about.
fucking bitch.
Yeah,
and he
yeah,
takes
yeah.
his coat off, and Gordon's like, what are you saying right now?
Yes.
What are you doing? Now fuck this. I ain't no bitch. Don't fucking tell me what to do. And he's like, you weren't even voted
Yeah,
out.
it wasn't even you.
He's like, but you know what? Now get the fuck out of here. He
That's
goes,
me.
what? You gonna get in my face? He goes- And then he's like, he ran up in Gordon's face. He goes, look at you, scared, fail, fuck off, fuck off, Fuck off. And then yeah, I'm calling him Angelo. And then Hanks fucking throws his coat on the floor and storms out. Fuck this, I don't need this. Goes back and gives the double bird. That's you, Angelo.
Oh my God.
So funny story. We were supposed to have someone from Hell's Kitchen come on.
Spectacular. Oh, no way.
But me and Ryan.
I know, Top Chef. Is it Top Chef?
No, it's Hell's Kitchen. It was Gordon Ramsay. I watched it.
Yeah, Hell's Kitchen. Yeah.
So here's a little back.
He wants to come back on, by the way. Because he wants to play House Divers with me.
We stirred the pot a little bit. The week before he was supposed to come on, we had a jiu-jitsu guy come on.
Okay.
And Ryan basically told the kid, the jiu-jitsu guy, awesome guy. It was a great,
he's a cool dude.
Cool dude, knows his shit. Tells the guy he'll beat up every girl at the gym, even if they're black belts. And now we're all laughing, having a good time.
Right.
It was a complete joke.
Right.
Now, the jiu-jitsu guy, me and Ryan all get on the same page. We're like, dude, let's get a clip of Ryan really fighting one of these girls. And the whole thing was we were going to let the girl win.
Beat the shit out of me.
Even if Ryan could have won, we were going to let this girl win. The problem is, when that episode aired, this prior to us getting canceled and losing everything, everybody started tagging one girl from that gym. Like, a lot of people fuck her, fuck him up. And she was along with it. It was cool at
that's
first.
Spectacular.
So we're like, dude, this is going to be great. This is going to be great
I'll come in a
content.
gi.
set
I have to
itself
walk
up.
in. Right. We can cut promos talking
The
shit.
head coach of the gym was furious.
He's a fucking pussy, first off.
Right, stop.
I lost all respect. No, I lost all respect for him. I lost all respect for him.
Shut up.
I lost all respect for him.
So, hold up. The head coach starts sending messages. What the fuck? Kind of like,
He's trying to be the Great White Knight. You know what I mean?
You can't do this to my women. They all
Right.
went through
He's like,
problems and this, that, the third. Dude, it's a skit. It's a joke.
But also, wasn't she in on it?
But he got in her mind where
And that's
it was
just,
like,
oh my God, me too.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah.
now, like, what do you mean?
Yeah, right. Oh,
So-
okay.
But these people like legit want to like catch us at gas stations. Like dude, they want to beat us up.
First off, I don't think these judo guys realize that I carry a gun on me at all times.
Jiu-jitsu guys.
Whatever the fuck they are. Jiu-jitsu,
And
judo.
so the whole reason I'm telling that story is
Wow, that's
the guy who was
crazy.
coming on
Was in
goes
that
to that
gym.
gym, and that's his coach.
my
So he was like,
God.
"Hey guys,
Yeah.
a little too hot right now.
Yeah, I need
Can't
some
do
time to blow by.
this."
Oh, that sucks.
So you know what really pisses me off, and like I could get it as like a business owner standpoint. I can get it at the time because you're like almost like fucking around with his business. So what? My best girlfriend, are you gonna beat her up on camera?
No.
But like that's how he's thinking. But so what I did was I got his number from our friend from Hell's Kitchen that was at the gym.
Okay.
So I texted the gym owner. And I was like, hey, listen, I'm sorry if it really came off this way. Just want to let you know it's tongue in cheek. It's all for his show.
Tongue in cheek.
Ryan apologized.
Yeah.
Oh no, he said I seen it all.
Wow.
So
They
I
weren't
was like-
really mad at me.
So
They wanted to beat up Brian.
Yeah, but they don't realize
But,
I carry a
I
gun
would've
on me at all
protected my
times.
baby.
So, it was like, just a joke. We were going to make a whole big thing out of it. There was by no means any way possible I was even going to remotely win this fight. Where it wouldn't even be a real thing. And
You probably would have lost anyway.
Yeah,
We were just gonna have him beat
then
him
we
up
would
for
be
5
able to
minutes.
promote
Like,
the
right,
gym.
right,
that would have
literally
been
gonna be
hilarious.
And I was telling him, like, the whole concept was to promote the gym after because, look, come here, you're going to have your wife or your daughter defend themselves or
Right.
jerk offs like me.
Learn self-defense. It's a fun time or a
blah,
good
blah,
gym.
blah, blah.
Dude, that episode we had all their logos on the table, like
Yeah.
they had all their brands. Like we promoted the
crazy.
shit
And you
out
know
of it.
what? This cocksucker, he didn't even fucking respond to me.
Oh, just straight ghost status?
Yeah, so you're a fucking pussy.
Shit. Well, all right, that sucks.
No.
I'm very shocked that Ryan apologized.
Yeah, right.
Because, well, one,
I'm just
I
saying
kind of
that-
felt
that's
bad.
my opinion.
I kind of felt bad because he was trying to make it seem like this girl was gonna fucking Epstein herself the way, but it wasn't even that case.
It was
and
your
then,
girl.
and then like
that's crazy.
my
This is the
then-
first time we're like fully talking about it in detail. by
right?
the way.
And then it was like my boy
Okay,
Tom
well,
who was
I'm
on
honored.
Hell's Kitchen, and I got to see him on a week. I shoot with him, and we're boys, and like I don't want to. He goes, like I have a restaurant, and they come in, and like I don't want them, so I didn't want to fuck with his business too.
Right, I understand that.
So I
Moral
was
of the
like,
story, they're gonna catch Ryan one day.
bro.
Yeah,
The
I'd
only thing
have
they
to be
catch him is
careful,
a
Ryan.
9mm, bro.
So
Wow, that's crazy
enough back to
though.
us.
I liked that whole where you were going with that.
It's
which I
brilliant.
guess doesn't say a lot for me because I have the same mentality as you guys did.
Right.
Right?
I thought it was cool. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like the fact that they tagged a specific girl, like, yo, you're the one. Like, go fuck him up.
Right.
This
This
is
is the
awesome.
hype.
Worked out
Like,
perfect.
I was
it
gonna say,
set
have it
itself
cut a
up.
promo. Have it cut a promo saying,
Right,
fuck
right,
you up.
exactly.
We were
Go
gonna
back at each other.
Yes, we were gonna have him record. I was gonna record something of him.
In
the
a
kid,
gi-
the
yeah,
kid
like,
was gonna record something. It was gonna be good, dude. It was gonna be
We would
good.
do like the Rocky like fucking trials. Like I would have the
would act
jiu-jitsu
like I was
dudes
in
like,
it.
like, try to learn
You
moves.
could have promoted that so far
I was
leading
gonna
up
act
to
like
it.
I was training Ryan.
Bro,
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it was like Andy Kaufman and Jerry the King
Wow.
Lawler back in the day. Remember?
Oh my God.
it would have been good, but it got.
Damn. So I didn't mean to cut you off, but
Yeah.
I was like, That could have been
perfect.
great.
It would have been
That
perfect.
could have
It
been
would've
great.
perfect.
Absolutely fucking perfect.
But you know that guy grooms women and makes them feel.
He sure does.
Oh man,
I'm not gonna get into it.
Fuck him.
oh, that's crazy.
Other than obviously the eating challenges.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, I know the eating and drinking challenge.
That's my favorite.
What was the hardest like physical challenge you think you had to do?
Oh damn, you couldn't give me any preparation on this one, huh? I got to rifle through all the challenges that I did.
No, like there's not one that like sticks out in your fucking head.
Well,
that
I
was
can,
like,
I can think of one challenge that you probably never forgot about. That you probably still have nightmares about.
Oh, there is one, but he said other than drinking challenges.
Well, that's the only one I can think of.
that we all know
no,
that was by
'cause that
far
wasn't
the
a
worst.
physical. That was a mental one, and
Right.
I guess like
Oh,
a
it's
taste-
also kind of physical too because you got to swallow it.
Oh yeah, if you would have threw up, if you would have tried
Well,
to throw it, you
so,
would have been
okay.
out. You would have been out.
I assumed that you guys were gonna get to this whole big thing later, so
No,
that's why I didn't.
I don't know what
Well,
you're
I
talking
was trying
about.
not to
That's
get to
why
it.
I-
I was trying to get
Oh,
the physical,
right.
but
I don't-
Ryan's trying to cut the fucking
I
shit.
hear you, Ryan.
What?
We're gonna get. I want to know like,
What?
is there any physical challenge that you were like, that you were literally scared, like, oh fuck, this is
No.
no, like
No.
you physically felt
Phys-
like you could do everything.
Physically,
man.
I
Come on,
am
bro.
fine with all. I'm not scared of any of that shit. I'm not scared
Like
of any of
the
these
moving
guys that are
car
bigger
shits?
than me. No, I don't care. I'm athletic. I'm naturally athletic. I'm not spectacular. I'm not at one thing. You know, I'm not a pro baseball player. A pro like I am not great at one thing.
Right.
But I am good at
You're
most
athletic.
things.
Yeah.
I am a
Athletic
naturally
dude.
athletic
and you're
person.
in shape. You're fit. Yeah, that makes sense. You're good.
So-
Yeah, good stamina.
Right.
What is it?
What is it?
Stamina,
Stamina.
stamina.
Stamina. There you go.
There you go. It's one of those.
Yeah, there
No,
you go.
I am not afraid of any of those. When I look at it, I'm like, this is gonna suck.
Yeah.
But I know I have to do it. I'm not afraid of going head to head with one of these guys that are bigger than me. I don't care. I've said it a million times. And one of the lines that they used on Challenge Battle of the X's 2 after my whole failure thing that they aired, I had said if it was a physical final, I would have ran circles around everybody there. Right? We had one challenge in particular there where you had to lift a trap door with a rope. I'm 170 pounds, 160 pounds. That's it. The door was 300 pounds.
Yeah, but you got it open.
And I was able to sit there and hold it and perfectly fine. Like I can do all of that. I'm pride myself on being in shape for my
Right.
job. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm not scared of going against bigger guys. I love that. It's more of a challenge for me. It's more fun. We grew up in the Bronx. We grew up fighting and dealing
Yeah.
with all the nonsense. I'm okay with that. I'm not afraid of any of those challenges. I'm not scared of them. It was more of like this is gonna be fun. Like tack more in. Like let's see how bad we can get this. Like make me fail. You know what I mean? I just didn't expect
Like,
it to
try
be
to
to
break
drink.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Like
then
physically, mentally, like that. Try and break me.
That's a new one. I don't think I heard that one.
That was good timing.
That was new.
So no, but they do play with your head. Like the one in X's 2 that got me to the final was a rope climb off of the tallest skyscraper in Panama. And you had to rope climb down 3 stories, transfer to another rope climb down 5 stories, transfer to another rope, like just from rope to rope.
Yeah.
And you're on the highest skyscraper they have. Dude, that is scary as shit. I don't care if you're not scared of heights or if you are scared. It doesn't matter. When you're rope climbing down, it's still
Did you
scary
feel
regardless.
safe? Did you feel safe?
No,
like,
you
did you
don't
feel like they
feel-
fucking
No.
secured you well enough?
No, it's the scariest thing ever. That's what I'm saying. Is like, like staring at it, you're just like, you're kidding, right? Like I'm not really gonna do this. You got one tether holding you in, and I'm like, who clipped that? Like,
Right.
are
I
they
got
a
it.
professional
Did the
fucking
camera guy clip
carabiner
that in?
clipper?
Is this a
Like,
problem?
right? Like, are we sure this is good, man?
Is
like,
some guy going zip line?
So you know what's
Yeah,
crazy?
right. So it's
I know the
scary in
people
that
would be
aspect.
clipping, like in my work
Yeah,
report.
and they're the
I know
wackiest people ever.
I know the people who they'd be considered riggers.
Considered
I know
what?
a lot of them don't work more than 2 hours. Like they come in, they say hi, they, whatever, and leave. Like, and if
Right.
you look at them, they're not the smartest.
That's what I mean. They're the
fucking
wackiest people you see, and
So,
you're like, that's the guy that I'm
you want
relying
an
on?
iron worker, like a legitimate iron worker,
Right.
to do something like that.
Well,
like,
a
all right,
carpenter. Somebody's
not
good
a
that
carpenter,
can.
you want an iron worker.
Yeah,
you're,
I guess.
You're hanging. You want an iron worker. So like, if it is those people, like, I probably would be like, fuck you. I'm not doing like.
Right, that's
I'm
what
in
I'm
the business.
saying.
If one of those guys like, yeah, I hung this and you got to hang from this. I'm like,
Nah.
I don't know about that.
nah. I'm
Can you
calling
hang
sick
from it
today.
first?
Yeah. Can you hang
Right.
from it first?
So that aspect, that'll always get you. That'll always get you. And then with going with that, when you're done, when that challenge is over and you're just dangling there, you're dangling there. Like you're sitting there waiting for them to really win. But it's like, oh, hold on, we're going to reel them in first. And I'm like, cool.
We got to get some video of you.
Yeah,
Josh.
I'll just keep fucking swinging in a circle on
Act
the
like you're struggling.
7th floor. Like, what are we doing? Like, bring me the fuck in. It's over
Don't
now.
mind me.
My adrenaline is gone. Can we get me in? Like,
So like I remember back in like they didn't have challenges like that. They were all like stupid challenges. Like they'd have you like walk like you said, walk planks, do something over the like little bit over the water.
Right. No,
now they fucking like
there are
upped it.
no
Now they're like
fucks
Fear
given
Factor
anymore.
2.0. Go.
No fucks given anymore.
I want to know
We're
who
gonna
insured
drop you
them.
from this fucking Honda Civic from 16 stories. You gotta get the key before the water. Before you hit the water,
Right.
get out while handcuffed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're gonna put this steak on your face and put you in a room with a bunch of lions and get out of this trapdoor in 30 seconds.
Yo, you have to be an athlete. You have to not only be an athlete, but you have to be so mentally prepared for these things. You have to be good at literally everything. You have to not be scared of anything. Like, there's just so much to it. It's incredible.
Like these shows are obviously competing with other shows now, right? Like.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
essence,
absolutely.
Like they're competing with Survivor. They're competing
Right,
with
Big
all-
Brother's
Right,
out there too.
right.
That's
So,
a big one.
A show like Survivor, how do you think you would do?
Oh, I wouldn't do Survivor.
You do horrible. You do good on the physical.
Yes, correct. I'm not
After
living
that,
on an
you're
island without food for a month.
Yeah, they're eating like bugs.
Yeah, no, I want nothing to do with that. You want to do the competition?
They're
I'm
gonna
in.
go
Like,
to vote.
But that's
Just
weird.
put my torch
yeah,
out,
I'm
please.
right here. Here we go.
That's
Just
weird
send me
though,
home.
because Jay has no problem eating bugs and all types of weird types of shit. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, I see where this one's going.
You should be pretty good on Survivor.
Yeah, no, I'm very, absolutely. I agree. We just talked about it earlier, right? The crickets and
Yeah,
all
the
that
crickets.
stuff.
Yeah,
Chocolate,
it's a delicacy in some countries.
It is, yeah, no, for sure.
You'd be fine.
Go ahead, Ryan, spit it out.
I don't know
Go
what you're
ahead,
talking
Ryan,
about.
go for it.
What?
You could go for
What?
it.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like if you had to go on Survivor, you'd have no problem making a shake of any types of whatever you could find, scraps of whatever.
Fish guts?
Bugs, fish guts.
Fish guys.
Fish guts.
Yeah, all right, wow,
Fish
there
guts.
it is.
In all seriousness, how did it, like, obviously you took a sip.
So how about this,
We
for
watched
people
you
who
take
don't
a sip.
know.
Did you even really take a sip or you just let it kind of touch your lips?
Oh.
What's it called? What, for people who don't know, why don't you give a little bit of a backstory about the infamous fish gut story?
James made it all the way to the finals. All the way. He was there.
Finals.
He was.
And he fucking choked, literally and figuratively.
I'm voting him off the island.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
see,
want you.
that's
It's you and me now,
You
bro.
know what, dude?
You
I would
and
have been
me.
out with you because I wouldn't have drank it. I'm not going to sit here and say I would have drank it. I'm not going to. I
listen.
would have threw up.
It's so this is what I was gonna say earlier when you mentioned the throwing up thing. There's so much that ties into it that nobody sees. And I've mentioned it and people have heard it and people who have been there have literally called me and been like, dude, I know what it was really like. It sucks. I'm sorry. Editing plays a big role, right? Now, yes, I made it the whole way. Made it to the final, did everything. We had to kayak 10 miles. Crushed it. I built so much of a head start on people.
Yeah. You were good, dude. I remember. I'm like watching it because obviously you don't tell us anything.
Right.
I remember watching. Go, oh shit, he's gonna win.
Because I don't like my friends.
No, you don't tell us anything because I know. I'm in, like I said, I'm in the business.
I'm going
The
with
NDA
James.
shit. You can't tell anybody
James.
shit.
All right, so go ahead. So you fucking crushed the kayak lead, right?
Right, so I can do all that. I ran the 7 miles, fine. Then I come up to the fish guts. It was, and as you were gonna ask, it was and still is to this day the most disgusting thing I have ever encountered in my entire life. It was horrendous. Dude, I still have nightmares about that because I'm like, I know I need to redeem myself and do it, but I so don't want to do that again. It was disgusting. It was, as far as I know, it was fish eggs, fish guts, vinegar, anchovies, and something else, like just all blended together, sitting in the sun in Norway. In Norway, sitting in the sun for the whole 10-mile kayak, the helicopter ride, the 10-mile kayak, the 7-mile run. Just baking in the sun. There were flies stuck inside of it. Like they dropped down, were like, oh God, this is disgusting. And they just couldn't get out of it. That's how globbed up and everything it was.
You wouldn't have did it, right?
It was horrendous. I promise you, I don't care what anyone says.
I would've
It was
totally done it.
horrendous. People did it though. That's the thing, is other people did it. Right? That's fine.
Was it a girl? That makes sense.
He would.
See what I did there?
He
You see what I
would.
did
Yeah, I
there?
see what you did there. Listen, it was terrible. And the kicker of it all was you had to drink, I think, it was like 5, 6, or 7 pints, right?
Oh my God.
But every time you threw up, they refilled that glass. That was the problem, and that was what nobody knew. So it got to a point where I would drink half the glass, throw up, and they would refill it. Jenna would drink half the glass, throw up, they would refill hers.
Well, they didn't even make her look that bad.
They
They
didn't.
made you
They
look
did
bad.
not. I
They
agree
made you look
100%.
bad.
And part
They
of it
made
is
her
my
look like
fault.
she was a champ. Like,
Yep.
yeah, and like she was like telling you like, don't be a bitch.
Correct.
But
part of that is my fault, and I'll explain that. Part of it is my fault, and this is why I no longer do the right thing anymore in certain situations. because it's been haunting me ever since. But every time it got to the point where I would throw up. I would drink some of it, throw up. And the producer would be like, Jay, I'm so sorry, man. And refill it again. And I'm like,
at least it's a fresh cup and not
not fly riddled.
Right, yeah, no, that's the important part. So now think about doing that for an hour. How much of that shit was already in my stomach, right? I probably drank 7 pints of it. Just none of it
stayed
consistently enough to finish the glass where I was like, oh, thank God I got a glass done. I drank half, they refilled it. Drank half, they refilled it. So I drank a pint.
So you would have originally, if they would have took all, like everything you threw up, you would have finished that fucking thing.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. If every time I threw up, it was like, no problem. Drink the next half, throw it right up, go to the next glass, I would have done it. It would have taken me a long time. It would have taken me a long time. I'm not saying I would have sat there and chugged the whole thing. I fucked that up, right? Either way, I choked, I fucked it up. That's on me. But yes, there are ways that I should have completed that, but it wasn't allowed. And then everyone wants to make it, they wanted to make it look like I quit, right? That was how it all came out. Yeah, I quit. When I had the conversation with Jenna, and I said, can you do this? Like, I will do everything in my power to just do this if you can. And she was like, I don't know if I can. I said, well, then I'm not going to sit here and
your time,
I'm not going to make you drink 5 pints if I can't finish all 7, and I'm not going to drink 5 pints if you can't finish all of them.
Yeah,
there's no point.
Right.
So do we want to just call it? And she was like, then I'm fine with that. And I was like, all right, then I'll take the heat.
They made it seem like
I'm fine with it. Like, that's it. All right. And then it escalated so far from there. And I had said it many times. I said, I could have probably finished it. And honestly, she probably could have too. Right. But we together were just in whatever mindset, we were just defeated. And we were like, just like together agreed. Do you want to just call it? Yes. And then I was like, all right, I'll take the heat, whatever it is. Now, on top of that, we actually did not quit. TJ came down and said to us, you have 10 more minutes to finish all of it.
And it wasn't happening.
There was no way it was going to happen. So that's why we had that conversation of, all right, fine. Jenna, if you think you can drink it, cool. Can you drink it all in 10 minutes? I don't think so. I'm not sure I could drink that all in 10 minutes either. We fucked up so far and so long that we now have a 10-minute window. Like, we have a time limit. Can we do this in 10 minutes? We agreed that we couldn't both finish it in the time frame we had. We got timed out. We got disqualified.
Wow.
They did not show it in that light.
No, it made it look
They showed the part where I'm like, can we do this? And she's like, well, I can if you think you can. And I'm like, well, then let's just fucking call it. And she's like, all right, fine. And that's how it ends.
Right. That's bullshit.
That's how it ends. Jay quit. So did I quit? Technically, yes. I guess I did quit.
Dude, I don't think I would have did it.
But the circumstances were so different. And if they aired the whole thing the way it really went down, I don't think it would have been that bad. But I own it. I did it. I fucked up. Everyone knows that. And I've been waiting all this time to finally get my redemption.
Well, lucky you came here today because guess what, James?
Oh, fuck both
No. I wanted to, but I woke up sorry.
I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't
plan.
That would have been fun. It would have been funny. It would have been funny.
I wouldn't have told you what was in it.
That's fine.
I just had you look at it.
And this is the worst. And this is the worst thing is, that was a blessing in disguise. It was brought up on a podcast recently, and I had put it out there afterwards, years later. That was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
By you saying no?
Yes, that whole situation of me not doing it, them making it look like I quit, me quitting, however you want to put it, because it will never happen again. I made that mistake once, and I got destroyed. I got tortured. I got fucked with. I will never make that mistake again.
So
I will never let that happen again.
Drink that right now. If we had that on the table,
I would drink it. I would drink it. When I go on the next any challenge I go on, I'm expecting that the very first challenge they give me is a fucking drink.
You hear this, MTV?
I said it. Dude, I said it. Like I said, the first 2 episodes already aired. I'm surprised they did. Every single interview I did, they're like, the challenge is tomorrow. What are you expecting? I'm like, a fucking drink. You know what I'm expecting.
Right.
And they would ask me, so tomorrow's the challenge. If they get a drink, what are you going to do? And I'm like, I'm going to drink it. I am going to drink it. I promise you. I will never let that happen again. It was a mistake. It fucked me for 8 years now, 9 years.
Just eating at you?
Eating at me. Just drinking away at me.
What a shitty, drinky situation.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So,
I will never let it happen again, though. I have become so much stronger and more, like, mentally prepared that it will never happen again.
Well, as your new spokesperson, Jay, I'll personally
You
get
got
into
voted off
TV.
already, bro. Remember? You got voted off.
No.
Yeah, he's got a point.
You know, I didn't get voted off. You just said that out of anger.
He'd be a good fucking.
just said
He'd be
that.
a good
He
like,
didn't mean
host.
that.
also
Though.
right.
He'd be a good host.
I would be a good host.
You would be a good host, but you'd have to calm down a little bit. That's the problem.
I could tone it down if I needed to.
Could you just 3 minutes ago you said you apologized to this guy, and then 8 seconds after that you were like, "Fuck him."
Bro,
he's
he
a
can go
fucking
fuck himself. Right. I tried to apologize to him, but then when I apologized to him and he basically
No,
said,
you're right. I
boo-hoo.
would have been tight after that
Right,
too.
so
I agree.
now you're a
you
bitch.
reached out.
Now
you
you're a
you
bitch.
put the olive branch out, and he.
Right, and you're a bitch.
All right.
At least you could have fucking responded and be like, hey, thanks, but no.
Right. No. I agree. At least
Listen, it's
man up and
past.
say that.
I have a question.
Still not okay.
If me and Ryan were both to compete, who do you think makes it further?
It depends on the situation.
Well, I agree with Ryan on this. He's actually smarter than you right now at this
See,
moment in time.
I'm smarter than him, period. Period.
I just want to stir the pot a little bit because I can see the fire in his eyes
As
already.
far as
like,
like
fire in his
getting
eyes.
along, with
Right now.
everybody, getting along with everybody, who do you think gets voted out first? Like, you're not on the show. You're the host. You're the host of this show.
And you're
And
getting
this
voted
is
out.
called The Real Life.
And you're getting voted out first because you have terrible people skills.
No, I don't.
Oh, yeah, you do. Imagine if you were at the house, right? After a long day of shooting, you're at the house and you're outside in the back smoking a cigarette and like, I don't know, like somebody bumps into you or like...
And you strangle him?
Yeah, or like somebody accidentally like scuffs your sneakers and stuff. You're going to fucking kill them.
Dude, I'm not like that.
You're
Got
a bully.
point. But the other side of it is, what about, like you just said, after that long day of work, and then I got to lay next to 2 beds away from the guy that's...
Jerking off.
I'll be like, hey, bro, you need a hand?
So
You
it's
need a hand?
the
I'd rather
women
risk-
are voting
I'd
you
rather
off.
risk my
the
fight with
women
him
are
than-
voting. The women are voting you off.
I could be one of the
immediately 'cause
girls.
You're a creep.
I could be one of the girls.
No, you're getting voted off
No,
because you're a
I'm
creep.
one of the girls now. I'm part of the girls.
Well, now the men are going to vote
I'll
you
get
off.
the
That's also true.
I'll get the girl eyes.
I think you're done at this point, bro.
I'll be part of the girl eyes.
I'd last longer than you.
No, you wouldn't. No shot. Like the old school real world, like living in a house with a bunch of people for like a month.
Yeah, but they didn't have challenges in the
I
old
know,
world.
but
That's true.
they would have a separate apartment for you. They would have a separate
You'd have the
apartment.
studio apartment
Get the
below.
fuck out.
Go in the basement.
Go in the basement. Yeah. You're that
I
guy.
think I would do well.
It's I don't know. I can't even answer something like that because as far as the challenges go, it depends what it is. As far as just living in the house, you both have valid points. Like you would probably try and fight somebody at some point within the first 18
Ryan will
seconds of being
sexually
there,
assault someone.
and he would exactly. So I don't know.
Well,
Who
you're
would
welcome.
you rather be with?
You're welcome.
The guy who will protect you,
I
or
would
the guy who's
rather,
gonna-
I'd rather fight him than have to deal with you jerking off next to me.
Listen. We spoke about this. We both said you're a good-looking dude. You're probably the best-looking dude on MTV,
Right
right?
now I'm scared because he's so
Now you're
jerking off
locked
next
in
to
a
me.
house with Ryan for weeks. He's eventually going to try to touch you. Like, it's just bound to happen.
No.
It's bound to-
No.
Now,
No,
but
no.
if I'm in the house.
Yeah, but Ange's
I'm
gonna
in the
eventually
house.
try to touch you too, just with his fist.
I'm going to protect you, though.
Oh, from Ryan.
Yes, if Ryan, I'm going to protect you.
So do you want to live? Do you want to live with me or P Diddy Steen?
You're P. Diddy.
You're
Steve.
fucking P Diddy
I'm
Steen.
protecting him.
You think you're protected, but you're really raping him.
Oh my
What?
god.
Yeah.
This escalated so quickly.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. That's what all the creeps say. I'm protecting these kids. I'm protecting him. I'm protecting her. You know what? You fit the perfect MO for that guy. You're that
All
guy.
right, so here's the real question.
Yeah.
In a prison cell, who do you want? Who do you want as your roommate? Here's the real question.
Neither.
You have to pick.
Neither.
We're in jail. They go, you could get that guy with the blonde hair over there or that angry man over there.
See, here's where you want to be strategic, my friend. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is why you want me over this fucking Mama Luke. Okay, so one, right? Pretty man, blonde hair, blue eyes, in prison. Sell me off for your protection. You're safe, right?
Volunteering himself out to protect me.
You get angry man over here, right?
To bring all the
There's
attention.
always a tougher fucking guy in prison.
No,
There's
but no
always
one
a
will
tougher
hurt
guy.
you because I have you.
No.
You're my bitch,
I
Jim.
was gonna
You're
say,
my
you owe me?
bitch.
That goes to my bitch.
Shit. I was leaning your way, but now I'm not sure.
Right? No, because there's always gonna be somebody bigger and badder.
It just turned into you're my bitch.
No, you never seen
I'm gonna
that?
protect you.
Right.
You're my bitch.
See, that's what I said.
Well, no, I
Bro,
wouldn't
that's
how it
really be
starts
my
out.
bitch.
He was
That's-
protecting
but
me
I
to
would have
start
to.
out.
That's
Get
how
me
those-
on his comfortable with him.
This is crazy. I'm getting voted out of the
Bro.
island. We're not even cellmates
You're a
anymore.
predator.
This is fucking crazy.
You're a predator.
I'm not a predator. You're the fucking creepy
You do
one.
all the predator shit. Look, I'll protect you. Look, I'll protect you. Now you're my bitch. See?
No,
That's how
I
it
would
works.
pretend he's my bitch so no one fucks with him.
Yeah, until your penis is in his mouth. That's what they all say.
Listen, there's a payment. He has to pay me for
See?
See? You're right,
See?
Ryan. You're right, man. You're
See?
right. You're
I'm
right.
just-
He's
I'm just
sneaky.
fucking
This
We're
with
gonna
Leaps
grow
and
your hair
bounds.
out.
He's
It's gonna be
sneaky.
great.
Wow,
It's gonna be great.
This is transpiring quickly.
So Jay, what me?
I offer cuddles. Him, I'm Big Spoon though.
But your biggest thing against him was that he wanted the
I would
cuddles and
never.
stuff.
No,
Now all of a sudden you want the
No,
cuddles.
he would try to rape.
Desperate times calls for
man.
desperate measures.
Ryan
over
already
here.
admitted in jail.
boy.
He 100%.
Whatever it
rapes
takes to
people.
survive. Whatever it takes to
He
survive.
already
bro.
stated this a long time ago.
I'm survival, bro. Survival of the fittest. So me and Ange, we always had this idea and fucking dream, I should really say, to get rid of our wives because they're useless, right? And we'll start a nice fucking colony, right?
Do your wives watch this?
Yeah, but they
My
accept-
wife ain't useless.
they-
I love my wife.
oh yeah, I love my wife too.
I love my wife and kids.
Yeah. Anyway, so the goal is to have a nice fucking off the fat of the land gated community, self-sufficient, just a bunch of dudes being bros, fucking being self-sufficient. We have our kids, we break them into the workforce and labor force, and we just have a self-sufficient, sustaining little fucking community.
Ryan forgot to tell you we're married at this point.
Yeah, well, tax
Oh,
purposes,
okay. Besides, okay, well,
legal benefits, tax
Right,
purposes,
right,
insurance
yeah.
purposes, without
isn't
income
that
draws.
what it used to be?
Right. Exactly, nailed it. We would basically be a Chuck and Larry in a sense.
It's a great movie.
We need you.
Best movie.
We need you to protect us.
We need you for your fire skills, for fire safety codes, and if somebody passes out, you can lift up passed out men with no problem.
That was an awkward way to put it, but yeah, I get where you're going at.
Yeah, because that's kind of like your profession now.
Yeah,
You know
that is
what?
true. That is true. Yeah.
Would you say firefighters are more fit for these challenges and shit?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Right, with the training you guys do?
Absolutely.
Because I know someone else who was on another show. I'm not going to say their names or whatever. Also, firefighter. Also from the Bronx.
Yeah. Are we not allowed to say his name? We don't want to say
Oh,
his
we
name.
could. Danny
Danny Massa.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
it's
was
my
on
boy.
Survivor.
He lived. Well, I moved, but he used to live right around the corner from me.
Yeah, because again, another firefighter who did
Yeah.
awesome in the fucking challenges and all that shit.
Yeah, man,
Do you
we-
think like that's like the standard, like the training of firefighter fucking kind of
Absolutely.
breaks you in for that?
Nicole, who is on the season with me, is a firefighter as well.
How she look?
She's one of the strongest female competitors I've ever come in contact with. She is phenomenal. But understand, like, I've been a firefighter for 7 years now. I love the job, but it is a job that can kill you.
Yeah.
You
100%.
have to be in as best shape as you can.
Technically-
Right? Because when Fat Boy over here passes out from the smoke, someone has to drag him out.
Right.
And now I am a lot smaller than you,
Here's a
but
question.
I can
Here's a-
100% do
Here's
that.
a question. You'll actually pick me, right? Because you keep picking.
Debatable.
This house goes on fire. Me and Ryan both pass out on the floor. It's you and your partner. You and your fire partner.
Your fire
Ryan's
partner.
right there. I'm right there.
I got you.
Who are you
Angelo.
picking up?
I got you, bro.
Yes.
You and me.
Ryan,
Let's do
you
it.
die.
But the problem
You
is,
die.
the second you pick up Ange and you try to start saving his life, he's gonna wake up and be like, just fucking get it, fight me right now. in the middle of the fire. Get off me, you
Stop
fucking.
manipulating the situation.
That's phenomenal.
The minute he gets conscious, you're giving him fucking
Why are you
CPR.
holding me? Get
You're
off
giving
of
him,
me.
you're giving him CPR outside. Guess what?
Fucking kiss me.
You're in a fight now. You're in a fight. You're doing CPR, right? Nice.
Oh my god.
Did they bust your balls at the firehouse? Being on
Oh
the
god,
show?
yeah. Worse than my friends do.
Really?
Yeah, it's the culture there, but it's amazing. It's the same thing, right?
It's a brotherhood.
Yeah, we're friends. That's why you break each other's balls.
Ryan thinks he's a firefighter.
Volunteer. It's just as good.
He's a volunteer.
Oh, you're a volley.
Yeah, bro.
All right, never mind. I'm throwing them off.
He wears the
Wow.
jackets.
I thought it
he
was
wears
so-
the firefighter jackets.
so much
like,
for fucking
he tells
brotherhoods.
people,
Yeah.
you're not in the brotherhood, dude. You're
Brotherhood. Band of brothers.
Band
of Fire Brothers.
So let me ask you this question. As a volley, so you're a volley, right?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Yep.
If there were no volleys, if there were no volunteer firefighters up here, what would happen?
Houses would burn down. What do you mean?
And
Absolutely
what
nothing.
would come of that?
A firehouse, a real
Yeah,
firehouse.
What do you think?
They
You
would
think-
have no
Do you
choice.
think I'm all? I swear to God,
They
I
would
wish
have
my volley.
no choice
I
but
wish,
to pay firefighters
bro,
to be here.
I'm
So
100% with you.
But we
so
have a
you
firehouse, it's just
volunteering
not-
are taking jobs away.
So wait, hold on. What you're really trying to say is, well, your house has to be a casualty for a change.
I know you're gonna say that. Just kill a few people and then it'll be okay. No,
he's not saying that.
I'm not saying that at all. It would never even get to that.
Well, there's also benefits of being a volunteer firefighter. You know that, right?
You know how much better the benefits are if you're not a volunteer
Yeah,
firefighter.
that's a
and
career.
you get
That's
paid?
a career. I understand that, but
Look,
if
I
you're a
started.
volunteer firefighter, you have benefits. You know, you think I'm just doing it because I like people?
Yes. That's what
Yeah.
these
He's
volleys
he's
do.
doing
They're
it
like,
for-
oh, I feel so cool.
No,
I go
no.
out to the bars and
I
I'm a
wanna-
firefighter.
Listen, I thought about doing it because
no.
that's
First
so-
off,
I always wanted
when
to
have
be-
you ever heard like we would go out and be like, I'm a fucking firefighter?
Listen,
No, I
hold
do.
on, hold on.
Plenty do. I'm just saying
I know.
plenty do.
Ryan's volunteer firefighter friends have come up to me, and I have no idea who they. oh, you're Angelo. Yeah, from the podcast. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Firefighters want, like, no way. And they're like, yeah, we're volunteer firefighters right now. I was like, oh.
Yeah, right.
So the reason why
So what do you really do? Stop saying you're like,
Well, I mean,
right.
oh,
you
you deliver the mail.
Why,
Cool.
right. Why
Very
not
cool,
like,
dude.
oh, I'm an iron worker. I'm a carpenter. It's no, I'm a volunteer firefighter. Like,
Cool. What do you do?
so
Well, that's not my career.
I play hockey.
Yeah.
If somebody's saying like, oh, I'm a volunteer, like, no. If somebody asks what I do, I'm an engineer for you know what. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna be like, I'm an engineer for you know what, but.
But that's what a lot of them or most of them do. Like he just said.
So
and
what do you
I've
think? How
encountered
about?
it too.
Oh wait, because firemen and firewomen are like you guys are like the fucking most modest people out there in the world.
I never said we were the
All
most
right, cool.
modest
Because
people,
I can
but
spot a fucking fireman from a mile away in the Bronx from their trucks with
right.
their
So
stupid
time out.
fucking stickers. And
There's three
Okay,
things.
cool.
There's three
So
things.
how about when you go? How about when you go
son of a
food shopping, right? Okay, you guys are so fucking tacky. With now, I get it. Well, somebody has to have their comms on them. I get it. But everybody, every single person, you wearing all
has to
your
have a
fucking
radio?
get-ups?
Yeah, because if there's a fire, we
Everything's
have
right
to
there in
get
the
there
truck.
as quick as
Everything
possible.
is right there in the truck.
Do you know how long it takes? And it takes at least 40 seconds to a minute and a half
Even
to
off-duty
get
people.
to get your gear
I
on
know.
and get
I had
there.
to do it.
Ryan never had to put on the gear.
Okay,
Ryan
what
put
are
on
you
the
talking
boots one time.
I mean,
What are
let's
you
put
talking about?
you
Those
let's
fucking
put you
bozo.
in a box. We'll fill it with smoke and see
Done it.
how long you last.
I done it.
Right, and you don't know that extra minute is life or death.
I'm not talking about well, you're fucking speedballing and snowballing right
No,
now.
because if you're shopping for food and you get a call, I don't have time to go back and be like, dude, leaving my boots on now.
No, I don't think you understood what I was trying to say. So I'm saying when you guys are food shopping, right? You obviously you go out, you take your trucks, you're ready to rock and roll.
They're still on call.
Yeah,
at that point.
100%. You're still
Right.
ready to rock and roll. But I'm talking about the dudes that are like off duty, right? And maybe I said that wrong. I'm talking about the dudes that are off duty that wear like all their like the FDNY fucking.
Oh, okay. Then no, we both missed.
Ryan, you wear your fucking
It's a
FDNY
hoodie.
fucking volunteer sweatshirt.
It's a hoodie. It's cold out.
And it's their fucking brand.
It's
I'm wearing
cold
a
out.
hoodie.
So, okay.
What the fuck?
It's cold out, and
Just admit you're a
in our neighborhood.
fraud.
Hold on.
All he's trying to say is you're a fraud.
No. Because I wear a hoodie and in the cold weather.
If my house goes on fire, I hope James shows
talking
up.
about- I'm
If
talking
you
about-
showed up, I'm gonna go, fuck. I'm gonna go, give me the fucking fire
Yeah, you're right.
extinguisher.
You're right. Because I ain't helping you, motherfucker.
I'm gonna go,
I ain't
I
doing
need to
shit.
get my own family out of this. I'm like, fuck.
No, but in all seriousness, the main reason why a lot of people volunteers is for like the tax purposes. Like you get,
Which is wrong, dude.
No, it's
Should
not
just do
wrong.
that for that.
It's not. It's almost like thanks. I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
I get
it's an
it.
incentive.
In that, if that's your first off, with the food, the shopping thing, we both did misunderstand you 100%.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
said
you meant
that
while
wrong.
we were on call, and that's why
No,
he said
no,
when
I
you're on
think
call.
I said that wrong, to be
If
honest
I'm
with you.
if I'm not working, I am not trying to get like free food or do anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I'm
you
not-
know
no,
those
not at
trolls
all.
that's like, oh,
Fine, and
by
that's,
the way,
and those
I'm,
are the buffs, and
right.
most of them are volleys off on the side, by the
100%.
way.
That's
Why
100%.
Ryan wears the
But
hoodie.
also, let's clarify: we pay for our own meals. I've had people in supermarkets be like, "Oh, city fucking feeds you well. Oh, is my tax dollars going to work?" Wrong. We pay for that meal. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. When we go to the supermarket and we buy it, and then we all pay each other back.
You guys can't expense it?
Nope,
I mean,
we do not expense it.
How do you pay each other back?
We
Glove
pay.
glove?
We literally pay. Yeah, obviously. Someone pays, and then you add it up, and when like the receipt's $200, you get back to the firehouse when lunch, breakfast, dinner, whatever it is over. They say, all right, there's 10 of us. It's $200. We split it up evenly.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
That's just how it's done. We pay for that. That comes out of my pocket, at each one of our pockets. The city does not pay for our food.
So there was three things I wanted to do in my life. I wanted to either be a Marine, a firefighter, or an iron worker. I achieved iron worker. I scored 110 on the firefighters test.
I was gonna be a
It got
firefighter.
thrown away.
Yeah,
that year.
I was-
I don't know what happened.
I applied
know
for
what
that.
happened, but we can't talk about
Yeah,
it. on
yeah,
fucking
yeah,
radio.
yeah. I'm the same
I
way for
had
that.
110.
I
that
got the
thrown
letter
away.
of acceptance. I was going to be a firefighter, and then,
Yeah. Now here you are.
And now
Dark-
I left
dark
those.
days.
So
Yeah,
I
I hear
respect
you.
firefighters because I want to be one. You disrespect them by wearing that stupid volunteer one and saying
Yes,
you do it
yes.
for a fucking time.
I
So I actually wanted
definitely-
to do it up here.
I
did.
definitely
wanted to fucking do it
disrespect
just to fucking do it.
firefighters by requiring all the same training that they have to go through and doing the same thing.
But you're not going to do what they do.
What are you talking? Yes, you
Ryan,
do.
if a fire breaks out, you aren't
Bro,
doing shit.
Maybe
If you got
me
the
per
call
se.
right now as a volunteer, right? If you get a call right now, you got up and leave.
So maybe me
Do
per
you know
se.
if your phone went off right now, you're going to...
First of all, I have a radio upstairs.
You're gonna,
But yes,
put it
so
away.
me personally, because it's not my career, it's something I'm choosing to do. I'm volunteering, so at my convenience, I will help out. Okay, it's not my career. If it's my job, like right now, if I go into ICS for work, I'm like, fuck, bro, I don't know if this podcast could be, because that's my job. Yeah, of course. So I know what you're trying to do, but you're not smarter than me. So let me kick it back on you for a second. I had to go through all the same qualifications, state qualifications, not no fucking rinky dink. Yo, just sign off on this
You
qualification.
know, I probably have all those certifications, right, from being a 9 worker. Just saying. The same certifications you have, I probably
You
have
definitely
most
go
of
through
them.
BFOG, so stop it.
I probably have most of them.
Okay. All right. You don't have any. Well, you probably have some kind of fire training, and I'm sure. But the same fucking qualifications that interior and exterior firefighters have to go through, we have to do exactly the same way. So that's their career, you know? There's nothing wrong about it.
But you're stealing their career. It's like he said, you
not-
guys are taking away a chance.
I'm not a volunteer. You know who's stealing that career? The guys in Edgewater. Those are volunteers in the city. I don't live in the city. I don't pay city taxes. How am I stealing a city job?
No, but so I see both sides of this, and I'll explain why.
I'm not saying I believe everything I say, by the way. I play devil's advocate on
I know,
this
but and I do
for
the same thing.
argument's sake.
I do the same
Okay.
thing. So that's why I'm right now.
Ryan's
I'm gonna
worked up right now, so I
right
called him
now I'm
fake.
gonna play both sides because I understand when you say you do it for the benefits. I get that.
Right.
I get it. That helps you in life, right?
Right, of course.
And that's what you need. So why not? If they're offering something that helps you in life, why not take it?
Of course.
I agree with you. I have
Right.
friends. I do have friends that are volleys, right? I understand that. Where I play the other side is, again, like I said earlier, I'm not talking about the city. Up here, in
Right.
where you live in this town, if nobody volunteered, they would be forced to pay people.
I don't
So
think
if you guys actually boycotted it or did whatever,
I know why. I think I actually know why. The reason why we have volunteers instead of like an actual fire department. So our
We do
taxes,
have a fire department. It's in between me and you. We drive.
you have Mayapack. You have the Mayapack Fire Department.
It's considered Carmel.
No, we have one right over here. That's the one I volunteer out of, and then the one in Mayapack by you.
Yeah, the
by
big
the
one,
ice,
the
by
big
the hockey
firehouse.
rink.
Yes,
yeah.
I know the
and there's
chief,
one right
the
over
fire
here.
chief.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
the one. There's one right over here off Fair Street, and then there's Lake Carmel. So anyway, there's a couple.
The
of them.
chief's wife's actually calling in next week, by the way.
That's hot. The irony. What's it called? The reason why we don't have a legit firehouse that's, benefits and, retirement, blah, blah, blah. It would cost us so much fucking in our taxes.
In taxes, right.
Alone, that our taxes are already fucking through the roof.
yeah, that is true. It is heavy.
Because
okay.
our taxes go to schooling systems, and that's why we have the roads, we do the parks, yada yada yada. So if, let's just say hypothetically, my taxes would make it easy number, 15 grand, right? If we had a set fire, because I asked the chief, I was like, why isn't this like a real thing? He said, well, if we actually had a legit fire, like
yeah, your taxes will go through the roof.
our taxes would be almost 30 grand,
yeah.
and that's
So thank you for what you do, Ryan.
that's what I want to hear, baby.
Yeah.
See, I said
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your.
Hero,
Your-
hashtag hero.
I listen. I understand that. I get that. Also, why do your taxes got to be so goddamn much up here to begin with?
Because have you seen the Bronx schools
ridiculous.
compared to our schools?
I know,
Okay,
I
there
don't
you go.
gotta lock my doors.
but
Yeah,
still.
it's kind of nice.
but still. But
And all our neighbors mind their business.
that's true. No, it's true. It's definitely
Yeah.
a different
I
world
was
up
the
here.
problem when I came up,
I don't
and
have
now
to.
I just followed suit.
I don't have to worry about a homeless person sleeping in front of my house or shitting on my non-existent sidewalk.
It's also true. All right, I see the point you guys are making. I get it. It's nice
The
up
price
here.
to
It's
pay.
beautiful. Jesus.
It's the price to pay for fucking
Well,
peace.
that's exactly what it is, and I get that. I understand that. You're definitely correct. Your taxes would go up through the roof. I agree with you. It's just the way I look at it is, I've met so many volleys, and there are so many that are cool, but there are so many that will post on Instagram
Yeah, they're
every
Paul
second
Blart.
of every
They're
day.
Paul Blart.
Right? Yes, exactly.
Yeah, heroes.
Perfect.
Hashtag
Yes, perfect.
heroes. Yeah.
And it's annoying, and then it's like they're at bars and they're like, "Oh, I'm a firefighter. I'm a
yeah,
firefighter."
those
It's like,
those are cringy.
so it gets me to the point where it's like, no, you're actually taking away a real job. If you didn't
Right.
volunteer, they would have no choice but to pay. So
Right.
yes, your taxes would go up, but I'm still correct in the fact of saying they would have no choice but
Yeah,
to
without
pay
doubt.
firefighters.
100%.
Now it becomes a paid job instead of just a volunteer thing. Would the taxes go up? Yes, 100%, and that would be a
Blarts.
downfall of it.
100%.
But you're right, and I shouldn't generalize it. I'm basing it off of the Paul Blarts.
Yeah.
FDNY versus NYPD in boxing. What's your thoughts on it?
That's coming up or just happened.
It just
actually.
happened.
Oh, it did just
I was
happen.
gonna go. Danny actually was the announcer.
Get out
Like
of
he
here.
did. He sat at the commentary table.
Oh, I didn't
Danny
even know
used
that.
to compete.
Yes, no, I know,
Danny
I know,
used to
I know,
beat the
I know
shit out
him
of
from when
cops.
we were.
He
I know
went to
him from when we were
Ireland, beat
younger.
up the what do they call the? What the fuck are the cops in like Ireland called the barrage or something like that? The barrage.
The
They're called
barrage,
something.
some
Yeah,
shit.
like
I don't know.
Danny was good. What's your thoughts on it? You like that they compete? Like, all
I,
right,
I enjoy the hockey, the FDNY.
That's what I was just gonna
and
say.
the
Yeah,
NYPD. That's
so
the best.
FDN. When this
They just
thing
had a
do a-
brawl.
they
They
do a-
just
they
they
do a
just played
hockey
not too
thing
long
too?
ago. Bro, it's
FDNY
they sat at the
NYPD
Garden.
hockey game is this weekend.
Wait, they do hockey versus NY? I didn't know they did
Yeah,
other
it's not the
sports. I
Garden.
thought it was just boxing.
Bro,
It's at UBS now.
Oh,
It's at
okay.
UBS now, but it is actually this week. It is on the 20th. Is the
It's a sellout.
FDNY
That's
versus
Saturday?
NYPD hockey game? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
get to go?
I will be there.
Get us tickets. I'll go.
I'll go.
100% come. It is an awesome time.
Where
First
is
of
it?
all,
What the hell's the WB?
UBS, it's where the Islanders play.
Yeah, in Long Island.
I'll go.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a great arena.
They
honestly.
sold out Madison Square Garden,
Yes.
dude.
Yes.
And they always fight.
And they
It's
always
great.
fight. Yeah, they
It's
always
fucking
fight. Like from a different perspective, I mean, because you know the shit that's going on in the world today. But
Yeah.
what I would normally say is like it's your only opportunity to fight a cop and get away with it. You know what I mean?
No, you can
but
do that
apparently
now.
today it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
now-
anymore.
now
That's not a real thing.
Now you get a phone and a fucking and a debit card. For
Right,
the
but
cop.
for us who grew up properly and did the right thing all our lives, it's like the cops knew. They're like, yeah, look, we're going to fight
Well,
you
you
guys
used to
because
play
we could
hockey.
do
Yeah,
it and
you
not
used to
get in
play
trouble. Yeah, I used to play hockey. I
Yeah.
play for the fire department.
Oh,
just
do you?
Not on this team.
This is like.
Yeah, this is these guys.
Well, these
they're
are all
good.
college. These are all college hockey players
Yes, they're-
that blew their knee outs and now they're
Correct.
firefighters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's some nasty players, man, on
Yeah.
both sides.
You get. I don't know if I want to say it. Your brother, because you guys are on the opposite.
Ooh,
Oh
teams
yeah,
in
no,
this-
that's,
in this-
my brother's a cop. I'm a firefighter. My brother's a cop.
Do you guys go to these events together?
No, we don't. But we
He's too
banter.
good.
We
He's too
banter
good.
back and forth.
Well, your brother's too good. He's a statey, right? Isn't he statey?
No. I'm not going to say where
Oh,
he
yeah,
is.
yeah,
I don't want
Yeah,
to.
no,
that's
you
why I
better-
didn't want to fully say it.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't mind saying that he's a cop. I'm okay with that. He's proud of his profession. He loves what he does.
Yeah.
And again, not all cops are bad cops. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The same way, not all people are bad people. Like it is what it is.
I can see your brother actually being a good cop.
But he is. He's a great dude.
Right, with your brother, who would win?
Oh, me, hands down.
Really?
Yeah, it's over. Sorry, Charlie. It's good. We're good.
Oh, I don't know. We may have to
Really?
have Charlie on.
I don't know, dude. I got your brother.
I don't know. One of the last times I saw Charlie is a while ago, and I was like, "Oh, Charlie grew up."
The difference was I fought growing up with everyone, so he didn't have to fight.
Yeah, but you don't,
Don't
think
forget that.
You don't think as a cop he's learned?
Oh
how
no,
to-
he definitely knows his shit. I'm not saying he doesn't, but
Started a
I
rivalry.
was trained by fighting in the Bronx my whole life.
FDNY versus NYPD.
Oh, my God.
Boxing match.
You know, now we
Brothers.
Now
Brothers headline.
we're gonna have to
Boom.
have Charlie on. We're gonna have to have Charlie on to defend his honor.
He does need to defend his honor. I'm not.
his
Listen, he's got big too. He's actually put some size on. I'm not saying any of that. I just know how much I've fought in my life and the
It could be-
instances I've been
That'll
in.
be the headline. It'll be you guys, and underneath me versus Ryan.
Charity event. Charity event.
Charity.
I don't know.
You,
I don't
you
know.
cool with charity?
And
Are you cool with charity, Ryan?
Am I cool with charity?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I feel like you'd be
Uh-oh.
upset about it. Ryan would lie. Say, let's just argue and say, we raised $1 million. Ryan's, well, we raised $50,000.
We could have done better. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, I would be
That's
like
right.
I'd be like one of these fucking Baptist priests over here driving around in a fucking Bentley. In a Bentley, trying to be like, oh, we're struggling at the house right now. Can you give me your money? Fuck them.
Can you give me your money?
Fuck them.
That's great.
All right. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about?
No, I think I'm good. I'm just happy to see my boy, bro.
Yo, seriously, it has been
was
way
good.
too
It was
long for
good.
both of you. And this
Right.
was a pleasure, man. It definitely was fun.
Yeah, man.
I enjoyed it.
It was. I got to do this more often.
What channels you want to do like a promote on what time to watch and everything?
Yeah, do all that good stuff. Plug your current show that you're on.
Yeah, no, of course, and it's different too because it used to be like on MTV. It was 9 o'clock on Wednesday. There it is. So it's actually weird now because it's not airing on MTV. It's actually airing on Paramount Plus.
Right.
So to me, I feel like I'm on a streaming service now. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
shit.
Yeah. You have
C+.
to
So
actually
Paramount
pay
bought-
for an app to watch me now.
Wait, so Paramount bought MTV? No way.
No, I have no idea how
No.
that works. I think they just collab together
No,
to do
MTV.
this.
MTV is just pretty much only ridiculousness and Catfish. That's MTV now.
He's not wrong. It is just straight ridiculousness.
ridiculousness
all
or
the damn
Catfish.
time.
That's all it is. At night, it's cat.
So if you want to
ridiculousness.
actually like watch their real shows, you got to pay for Paramount. All right.
pretty much.
I didn't even think of it that way. I just know like ridiculousness is just never. It's just never off.
Forever on.
Yeah, and I love ridiculousness. It was amazing. I love Rob Dyrdek. He's
Yeah.
like he's amazing. But there's only so much of ridiculousness you
Have
can
you
Have you
watch.
meet any of those like people?
I've gotten to meet plenty of people.
I have
yeah.
a
plenty of people like
I have
that.
a fun
Absolutely.
story. I have a fun story about Chanel West Coast.
I'm all ears if
I'm
you still
not
got
doing it on
time.
air.
Oh, we got time.
Oh, no,
I
I'm
just
doing it.
I didn't want it to die out.
Well, we'll talk about it
I'll
off
go another
air.
2 hours. I don't give a fuck.
Did you bang her?
We'll talk about it off air. So
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
you gotta
you're
know.
right.
You gotta
I'm
tell
so
us about
sorry.
it.
No,
You gotta say it now.
it's
You
a
can't
lie.
do that.
I lied. It's a lie. It's a whole big lie. I swear to God, it's a big lie. It's a whole big lie. It's a fucking lie. It's a lie. It's a lie. So, what's it called? It's a lie. It's a big lie. One big fat lie.
So you're not gonna tell us.
No, I lied.
What a terrible friend.
Yeah.
He wants to knock me for being a bad
I
friend.
want.
or something.
I'm pulling the fucking JG right now.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna let this slide.
Yeah. I don't even know what you're talking
You
about.
tell
Who's
me
that?
this, I'll tell you why our friend smacked Tom Cruise.
I think I got the answer why he smacked Tom Cruise. I think I know why.
First of all, you have a friend that smacked Tom Cruise, and you have a story with Chanel West Coast.
Yeah.
Wow.
No,
I suck. I'm the famous one, and I suck.
So it was years ago. It doesn't count anymore. Before her.
For her.
Anyway,
So that's it?
yeah, that's it. What we should do is though, Jay, after your show, what if you win or if you get eliminated because the show is still running right now. You should come back on, and then we could get really into the meats and potatoes of the actual show that you've been on.
Dude, I would love to.
DVR, I have your two. Well, it's on the Paramount, so I could watch them anytime. But
True.
My wife is weird, and she records, streamed. I don't know, whatever. So it's easier on the DVR. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so I'm gonna watch the next two episodes.
Who the fuck? You lie. Just say you don't have his fucking episodes DVR'd.
No,
Just
they're not
fucking
DV
say it. You can't DVR
them.
a streaming
Yes,
service.
you can. Yes, you can. What are you talking about?
Who the fuck still has a DVR?
Your cable box?
It's 2024.
Your
What do you
cable
mean?
box.
You have Verizon?
I don't have cable.
Okay, well,
It's 2024.
See, remember how I said Angelo lives in like the Edgewater of.
Bro, I have every streaming service.
I have so many friends from Edgewater, too.
I
That's
have
the great
every-
part.
I don't have cable.
I have every streaming service for the past 10 years.
Living on lakefronts with no cable.
That
Holy
his
Edgewater.
big thing was, I live on a lake.
I live on
But I don't have a couch or
what
TVs
fucking-
or a mattress.
What a fucking Paul Blart, bro. We're just shitting on fucking people going to bars. I'm a firefighter. Blah, 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 blah.
My house is bigger.
Where do you live?
I live on a lake.
I live on a lake. I live on a lakefront with no cable. Oh, you from Edgewater?
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm a higher
Edgewater,
class.
bro.
Oh, was that Silver Beach?
I also have a lot of friends from Silver Beach, too.
Don't we all?
Yeah, I know.
You guys done?
No,
Yeah.
I could go all day on
I
this
pray to
one.
God I'm on a TV show with you guys. I'm going to kill you both live on air. Live, like while they're recording. And I'm going to get famous. You guys are going to be dead. But I'll take care of both your families.
Well, that's all I can
While
hope for,
on
I
the
guess. I guess that's all I can hope
To
for.
protect their women and children and families.
Fuck yous. All right.
That was good. But yes, so I am on Paramount Plus now, right? I'm on the Challenge. All Stars 4 is my first appearance on TV in about 8 years.
Nice.
Long time coming, man. I'm very happy about it. I prepared my ass off for this day. And I told everybody I was never going to give up. I was never going to quit. It is out there now. All Stars 4 is out. Paramount Plus. It's on every Wednesday. I have no idea what time it comes out.
Well, probably if it's on a stream, it probably just you wake up in the morning.
So I don't know for all those old school folks. I don't know what time
People
to
that
tell you to
still
set your
use
DVR for, but
Yeah.
it just comes out on Wednesday on Paramount Plus.
And let me know if you could DVR a streaming
For
service.
people who don't have cable in the world, do better. Step your game up. I get it. Inflation is high right now, but there's some things in life that you
Dude,
need
my
to
kids watch
necessities.
YouTube all day. My wife watches Netflix, Paramount Plus, all.
He really is.
And I don't
They're
watch
probably-
TV.
They're probably off everybody else's apps, and he just gets the passwords from them.
Yo, there are a couple. But that's because, like, my sister, she'll have, like, Peacock, and I'll have, like, fucking Disney, and, like, we just,
We'll trade.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yo, fuck you.
This
Fuck
is
you,
of
dude.
all the
I don't
things
watch
that were
TV.
said. This is what gets under his skin.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Because he's calling me a fucking brokey. I ain't no fucking brokey.
Well, you're the one who did come out and you were like, I live on a lake.
I live on a lake. We just don't have
Bro,
cable.
I'll show you my house after this. You're going to go, oh, shit. All right? So suck a dick.
He's like one of those guys.
there
Like, look at my
anything
massive
inside the
house, but don't come inside because there's
Right,
nothing
is there anything
inside.
inside the house? That was the next question.
Bro, I have 2 fucking kids that run rampant in the fucking house. 2 fucking
No,
kids.
no, are there any like furniture or anything?
Yeah. I got. Yo, I just spent $150,000 to have a 3rd floor on my house. Don't fuck with me. All right?
I'm a firefighter.
Come volunteer fucking.
Don't worry, Ange. When your house burns down, I'll be getting the call.
No, I have a real fire department next
I'll
to
be
me.
getting the call.
I have real firefighters
Don't worry,
next
we
to me.
assist Maypack all the time, dog. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
All right,
This
I'm done
was
here. I'm done here,
spectacular.
James. Thank you for
This
being
was
on.
spectacular.
After you,
Check out
after
the show on fucking Wednesday. Don't fuck
yep.
around.
After the season, you want to come back on and talk about it?
Absolutely, 100%. Please call me. I would definitely come back. This was a good time.
Give us some of the meats and potatoes.
Yeah, no, exactly. Then I could, because you're gonna do this season.
Then you can actually talk about
Right.
it.
It's a great season. I promise you, it is a great season. And there's so much that goes on, from competitions to exes to fights to arguments.
That's what I want to get into, because that's my wheelhouse.
So at the end, when you get
We
to
can
watch
actually
it all,
discuss this shit.
yeah, then you're gonna be like, yo, did that really happen? Did she really say that? Like,
When the
did
show's
they
done,
really
you're
do
gonna
that
answer
right
some
next
of
to
those
you in the
DMs,
bed?
and you're gonna bring those girls here
Yeah,
for a ride.
word.
Something like that.
Yeah, I'm here for it, dog. I'm
bet you
definitely
will.
here for it.
We can figure this.
We'll
always figure
catfish
it. I
them.
will. Yes.
You'll answer and it'll be Ryan and answers the fucking door.
No, just give them my.
I know someone who did that, but I'll talk about that off air.
Oh God.
Man, we got a lot to discuss off air.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do.
All right. With that being said, you don't got to stand tall, but you got to stand the fuck up.
Woo!